All right, here we go once again in last night's quality W. Well, it all began with Edward Cabrera's quality start. It was his Cubs' maiden voyage. And tonight, well, there'll be a master navigator on the hill, and Jameson Taillon hoping to captain these Cubs to back-to-back victories for the first time on the young year. The game currently on schedule as planned, even though the tarp and weather is threatening. We'll continue to bring you updates as we need, but there's only two more versus the Angels.
What a life.
Before this season series' history. Tonight's assignment, not chill like the birds.
That right now?
And nail down the halos
look
immediately.
at his fur and his feathers. What they have on them? Feathers?
Birds with fur. Apparently that's what we're talking about right now.
When you talk about its coat,
okay,
it looks plush.
Oh, there we go.
You know what I mean?
We'll continue to talk about that as Cubs Live rolls on. We are presented by Toyota, the official vehicle of your Chicago Cubs. I'm Cole Wright. That's Elise Menaker. And that is Avion expert Cliff Floyd, 17-year big league veteran. I'll tell you what, guys, before we dig in on last night's victory, I was having a fantastic day today. Until I picked up my phone, started scrolling, and then I saw this.
Your three favorite lefty hitters, because I feel like the lefties have such a connection, that you watched either growing up or when you were coming up. Your three favorite lefty hitters.
Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds. I really liked Cliff Floyd as a Marlin fan. Yeah.
Who else would you have put in that list? Giambi had like a really great 5-year, but there was a whole bunch of stuff that goes with that. I would put McGriff up there for sure.
Shohei Ohtani? I mean,
Ichiro for sure.
Tony Gwynn, maybe the greatest pure hitter of all time, right? Shout out to the lefties, baby.
Is that AI?
So,
is that real?
No, that was a real thing. Apparently, Anthony Rizzo said he'd like to watch Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, and Cliff Floyd. He only had one channel growing up in Florida down there by the looks of it. But all jokes aside, Cliff, you put up some serious numbers, man. And there's a reason why a guy like Anthony Rizzo would enjoy watching a pure left-handed cut like that, right?
I mean, that's an awesome compliment.
I think
Pretty
that's
big.
awesome, too.
You know, the biggest thing with this is I'm more attainable than Barry Bonds. Like, I'm more attainable than some of these cats. So when you think about when I say that, it's based on, like, not being like, you're the guy, but when I say, like, you can look at me and go, I can get those numbers. I can get a career like Cliff Floyd's as opposed to watching Barry and hitting a homer every at bat or getting walked. That's not attainable.
No.
You're not
Video
doing
game
that.
numbers.
When you look at me and go, if you're a high school kid like Rizzo was, growing up in Florida, you go, I can see myself doing what Cliff did. So I think more guys are going to be...
Well, 30-plus bombs in the show. That's still
you know
a long shot. It's
like,
no walk in the park, man.
I watched Harold Baines. That was my idol growing up here in Chicago, right? On the South Side. And I was like, man, if I can just get my leg kicked to do that, and I didn't know Harold's going to go to the Hall of Fame, but I thought in my mind, like, I can do that. So when you hear cats like Anthony Rizzo give you love, it makes you feel like, you know what, that's why you play the game.
Yeah.
And that's why you're hoping that you take it more than just, you know, the hits, but more like, you know, like how you went about your game. Ran hard, you know, because my coach always says, hustle is free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So go out there and at least take that home with you.
Attitude and effort.
And even these years later, to still be recognized by someone like Rizzo.
I saw him the other day.
Yeah, I think it's so cool.
You know, it just resonates a little bit more when it's coming from a dude that's done it what he's done in this league for a long time too.
Yeah, and to see Turtle from Entourage, a World Series champion and a Heisman Trophy winner, sit there and talk about you, and for you to clear it up and let us know that you were not as good as Barry Bonds and Ken Griffey Jr.
Absolutely.
That's what that segment was all about.
That's what
but
it
this
boils
dude,
down to.
pretty good.
You ain't doing what they do.
278 lifetime average, 1,479 knocks, and if 233 home runs are your thing, that man will answer the call every single time. All right. He was dominant during his day, much like we saw Edward Cabrera last night in that Cub debut. Elise was out there throwing it through a bottle top, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he was throwing strikes, attacking the strike zone. This was an Angels team that they were racking up the runs. You could say the runs and the hits. So they had 25 runs in their first 4 games. Well, they didn't have any against Cabrera and just 1 hit, and he just had 1 walk. So all in all, this is his electric stuff, and this is what we could be seeing throughout the season. So we know that he leads with the changeup, but was throwing the 4-seamer more last night than what he did last year. Wants to, you know, probably experiment more with that this year, and so now we will see how that all adds up. But last night, for our first look. looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
8th career start of 6+ scoreless innings. Hopefully there's going to be a whole bunch more of those outings right around the corner for Edward Cabrera. We saw him put his fingerprints on the game. But, Cliff, you and I were talking. You also loved the way that Nico was balling yesterday evening.
Yeah, especially coming off of signing this big deal he signed the other day, right? 6', 141. I mean, this is why he get it. And if you look at social media, so many fans talked about how good he is and what he brings to the table. And it goes back to the conversation, can you win with 9 Nicos? And so you can.
We posed that question the other day.
As opposed to the superstar. So the superstar player is going to hit the 3-1 homer. He's going to do some things that you have to wait for, throughout a ball game. But when you look at Nico's night, right, and you look at how he went about it, I think the double, walk, stole a base, scored 2 runs.
It's production.
That to me just plays, right? It plays anywhere in the lineup, especially when you don't have Seiya Suzuki in the lineup. So when he comes back, I don't know where Nico goes, but when you look at the bottom half of this, this lineup right now, it's struggling
a little bit.
So to elongate a lineup, you need more Nicos doing what he's doing right now. And I think when you look at how he put his handprint on last night's game, that's why you go 6 years with him in the lineup. I'm going to have way more dubs than losses.
Yeah, you can put him wherever you want, really. You can bat him leadoff. You can put him in that 5 spot, or if you want to flip that lineup over, you can put him in the 9 hole. Either way, Nico Hoerner, he will be a contributor each and every single swing of the bat. And speaking of contributions, today, the Cubs looking for a big contribution from Jameson Taillon. We're headed to the Hill because it's Jose Soriano versus J-Mo. Now, J-Mo, a season ago, 23 starts. We know he was dealing with a few things, but those last 7 outings, they were absolutely remarkable. 1.85 ERA. Now, Soriano, his last time out, his only time out this season versus Houston, he was pretty good. 6 innings, 2 hits, and 7 Ks. But we're looking to see Jameson Taillon get back to what we saw at the end of last season. So how can J-Mo go out there and pitch like what we saw in September and then some, as opposed to what we saw in spring training, at least?
So it's about limiting the home runs for him, limiting the long ball, and being effective against the lefties. And we saw last year the kick change that made him more effective against the lefties. That was a good addition, something that he played with in spring training and then added it to the arsenal last year. And it was good. It made him better against left-handed hitters. I just feel like he is a guy who turns it on, because you look at the postseason, you look at what he did in the WBC. That's not to say he's not trying or not as competitive in spring training, but I do think he is working with his arsenal and with his pitches. There's a different approach and intent there, that this will be, his first go at it, where besides the WBC to start this season with Team Canada, I think it's go time for him. So we'll see how it goes, but anytime it has not gone right for Jameson has been because of the home runs. I will say a majority last year were solo shots, so if you can limit, guys getting on in front of, because he will give up the home runs, guys getting on in front of those guys, then you have a chance.
Early inning success, how important will that be to this outing?
Well, that's key, right? That's key for a lot of pitchers, especially him. But I think the biggest thing is, last night I said, well, I don't care about spring training. 10 homers is a lot. So it's something to keep your eye on. But I also know that when J-Mo gets on the roll, and we show we showed a board last night that spoke to him later in the season. If he can find that somewhere, it'll kickstart him to getting off to a good start like he wants, and can help this team early on. And I think that's the part of this rotation you really like until Justin Steele gets back, is they have depth and they have guys out there like J-Mo, who's a veteran, understands what he's doing when his stuff is on. So don't try to be too cute. Stay away from the middle of the plate. And find that rhythm.
And he does throw strikes, right? That's like his specialty, getting ahead of hitters, that first pitch strike, because he has so many pitches. He wants to be able to expand his arsenal. So if he gets ahead, he can kind of be in control then. So you're right, just not missing too much and getting too much at the plate. Yeah,
you don't want to be too striky against a team who has an affinity right now for that long ball. That's what we've seen from the Halos. But a nugget of knowledge, Mike Trout, 0 career home runs at Wrigley Field. We'll see how that all shakes out in J-Mo's 8th start.
You just threw that out there?
You didn't like that one?
I don't believe in jinxes. Come on.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But either way, we will continue as the show rolls on, just like that tarp rolling off the field. Full plate on the show. We're going to hear from the skipper, plus a familiar face is going to reflect on a decade in the making. All that and more. It's next on Cubs Live. every single tick of the clock. We're getting you closer to first pitch right here. Game 2, Los Angeles Angels and the Cubs, Waveland Avenue. Well, hopefully it'll be a launch pad for these Chicago Cubs. Despite what the weather's looking like, it's all about being able to stack as many runs as possible. And via the long ball, that would be nice because Craig and company, top 5 in the league in home runs, runs per game, and stolen bases. And they added that total in just a little bit. We will find out. The upcoming schedule, it goes as follows. 2 more games with the Halos tonight as well as tomorrow afternoon, and then a Thursday off day. That sets up a weekend trio with the Guardians. A lot of reminiscing will be done because it is the 10-year anniversary. We all know what happened on that Wednesday night in Cleveland. And then down to sunny South Florida, taking on the Rays, another 3-pack before the fellas are able to head back to the house. And it's hard to believe that we said it has been 10 years. So for more on that magnificent, magical run, JD, take the wheel.
The first thing that pops up to me was getting to the World Series. I remember being in the stands here at Wrigley when the Cubs won the clincher over the Dodgers, and I was sitting among some diehard Cub fans, generations of them. There was like a mom, her kids, her parents, and as the game is winding down, I kind of look over, and this mom has got her cell phone on, and she's recording herself. And tears are streaming down her face, and she's like, I can't believe it. The Cubs are going to the World Series.
JD, AC, and LB, that's Lance Brzdowski, joining the gang, everyone right here, Mondays and Thursdays. The Cubs Now podcast, you want to make sure you tune into that wherever you can find your podcast because the fellas, they will reflect on what went down in 2016 on that Wednesday night in November, plus much, much more analytics and everything you want to shake a stick at. But until then, let's take a look at the battle plans. We're going to start with Craig Counsell and company because it's Michael Busch right off the top. Lo and behold, at least there's another right-hander out there on the slab.
Ian Happ, can we talk about what he has done to start the season?
So forget all about Michael Busch, huh?
Yeah, I do. Right now, I do. I want to jump down a couple.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
No problem.
But, you know, he could have 4 in a row.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Cliff, what do you think? Big Mo down there in the lower half, looking for more production out of 6 through 9, and he could be one of the dudes who gets things fired up.
Yeah, well, they're trying to find something, right? When you think about this lineup and what Craig is trying to do, he's trying to keep everybody fresh out of spring training. You got Mo in there. Tonight you got Matty Shaw back in there in right field.
Could be a spark
Maya's
plug
behind the dish instead of Carson Kelly. So these are all little things that you do at the start of the season, kind of trying to find that right mix to give you a little bit more consistency than we've seen from the bottom half, but we'll see.
Okay. Control room, turn the page, and let's feast our eyes on how the Halos are going to try to tack a few runs up there. Zach Neto right off the top, and there's never home.
Oh, now we double jinxed it.
Yeah, well,
It's a double. Well, that means they cancel each other out
If he goes deep tonight, I didn't say it for all you people out there listening today.
What if he doesn't? Does that put us
then
on the hook
that
for
holds
tomorrow?
up.
Okay, either way, Zach Neto, one thing that we have seen from him over the last few games that dated back to last season, Cliff, he's minimized that leg kick just a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with this whole lineup is they're seeing the baseball more, they're walking more, they're doing little things. Last night you didn't see it other than the Moncada homer, but they had a few hits here and there. I think this team is trying to figure out some identity they haven't had in a long time, and I think when you look at the top of this order, I think Suzuki is trying to figure out if Neto is that dude that can hold down the fort. He's shown he can, but I think when you go down a little bit, Joe Adele had a breakout year last year. So this lineup is better than we've seen in the last few years.
To start the year, Neto's getting on base more.
Yeah.
Noel has hit safely in all 5 games, and you have Trout's, like you're saying, the top. Maybe they're finding something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we just heard Cliff make mention of Suzuki. He was talking about Kurt, and now it's time for us to hear Craig Counsell talk about Suzuki. He's talking about Seiya.
Yeah, I mean, today was really try to put him through a one last test, really, and that including, some stop-start, kind of unexpected moves on the bases, sliding. Might have seen some sliding. He did sliding. So we're in a really good space. He is going to go out on rehab on the road trip. Length of that yet to be determined. A little bit will be on how he feels for sure. Like I said, the goal is to have him be able to play for right. We want him to play at right field, so he will activate him when he's ready to play right field.
So, Cliff, I want to get your opinion on this one. If you're Seiya Suzuki and the Cubs organization, what do you do as far as rehab assignment is concerned? Do you send him to Iowa? Does he go down to Arizona? Does he stay put with the boys? He said he's not going to go in that lineup until he's absolutely ready.
So, one, you don't stay put. So, X that.
No?
No. You just looked up because you have the computer right in front of you, and I don't. Iowa is on the road.
They're on the road.
But not far. South Bend a little bit. So, if you're thinking about what makes the most sense as far as getting them PT, which is playing time, I think you say, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put you out in the field. And the biggest thing Craig said is you're not DHing. So you don't have that luxury anymore. You're playing right field. So you have to get out on the field and do your thing. And you just can't go to Arizona. It has to be, and I would like it to be in the elements that you're going to play in. When you think about, it's a little cold here. It's a little wet on the field. Like all these little things that's going to happen in Chicago, I want him to feel the same effects that he's going to play in and not go down to Arizona and go, oh, this is plush, this is cool, and then come back to this. And the wind's hitting you in the face and you got rain hitting you in the side of the head. So all these things play as far as the rehab, and it's added because you have to now play the field. The luxury you had last year was just get a few at-bats, no matter where they are, and get back here.
It would be nice for Seiya to go down to Arizona and play where it's just like bird fur, like off the top of the show, Cliff and Plush.
So can we all go to Arizona?
Where would you like to see Seiya Suzuki rehab?
Well, I'm wondering if he'll go to South Bend just because they're home, depending on like how they're working the schedule and what they're looking for. But I understand. I'm with Cliff where I would want him to play closer to, like, element-wise, like weather-wise, what he would
And also, Elise, let me ask you this. If you was coming back, don't you want to get at least close to what you're going to see pitching-wise at the big league level?
Yeah.
And don't you want to feel that, like, the stuff might be a little bit more crisp? You might be facing a big leaguer by chance if you down there. Like, all these things play as far as just getting this thing right because Seiya's not just getting back in the lineup to do one thing. He's getting back in the lineup to do damage, like be a difference maker.
It sounds like running is the thing for him right now that he needs to be able to do. And like you're saying, to play right field, like just being able to move whether it's on the base paths or in the outfield, getting to that point. So that's important.
Yeah, Cliff, is it different than it was 15, 20 years ago? Because back in the day, if you were a big leaguer, you got hurt, you got sent on a rehab assignment, not all the top talent was at AAA. Usually it was reserved down there in AA, but now you're going to see a lot of those beasts, a lot of those guys throwing saw blades at AAA.
Yeah, well, I think the big thing, for me is you're getting a lot of players coming out of camp that are rehabbing for their big league team. Okay. So that might add to why you go down to AAA now. Coming out of spring training, a lot of dudes are just, maybe getting stretched out or maybe getting a little extra time, and they'll allow you to face some of these dudes and get the feel that you're looking for.
Well, think about like Javier Assad, right? He's someone in AAA for the Cubs, obviously. But if you're facing, him in AAA, he's a big league.
You want to see that.
We saw him on opening night for the Iowa Cubs, 5 punch-outs. Hopefully we'll see him in a big league capacity sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, Seiya Suzuki, get well soon. Everyone loves to see you in Craig Counsell's lineup, and everyone loves to see that dude right there, and the one who wears a number 2. When it's strong up the middle, and that means that victories, there's probably more than less. Up the middle.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
We're here. The place we run to every spring, where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs, and heroes, we're exactly where we're meant to be.
No place like home.
Baseball is something else.
Elise, Cliff, Cole at your service. This is Cubs Live. As what we do every day, we're getting you closer to first pitch, Angels and Cubs. Would it be a trip to Wrigley Field? Without that picture right there, you have to get it. Cliff is over here stealing Elise's notes and making sure that there's a little bit of friction going on right here. You already know. You wrote everything down, so it's just second nature. Just like Heart of the Lineup, presented by Northwestern Medicine, leading the way to better medicine. And it's all about the financials with the big three. PCA, Nico, and Dansby. Can we call them a big three? It's not the NBA, but it helps when you do have three guys who are certainly going to be with your team from some years to come. The financials suggest they are exactly where they need to be, and they are strong up the middle, shortstop, second base, center field. And when you have the luxury of having guys who can go out there and pick it, that makes everything just that much easier. So at least taking a look at the defense and having these guys locked up, how important is that for this organization?
That was the first thing that stuck out to me once we heard the official news that Nico got his deal as well. I'm thinking, like, you know, up the middle, they've got that locked up. And when you look at championship teams, usually they're very solid.
That's what they do.
Up the middle. And so defensively, no question with these guys what they do, right? So it's more of a defensive first, not taking away the offense that these guys bring, but you know they bring that like every single day. And when you combine their WAR, the highest in MLB. So PCA, Dansby, Nico, last year highest in MLB at these positions.
Absolutely.
So
see some of the numbers.
You know, you can't knock what they're doing even offensively as well, because I also feel they bring different profiles offensively. So Pete, you are going to get some power. Nico, you're going to get on base and some hits, and Dansby, sneaky home run power in there. So you can't knock him. Like, you know, he's a guy who is giving you that from that position, even though I feel like he's not the first name that always comes to mind when you think of that.
And I think if you were to go out and hit the streets and survey most novice baseball fans, if you put these three teams up there and said who has the highest numbers when it comes to those three, I think most people would probably say that the Cubs would not be in that top spot. But lo and behold, we just saw it. They are. Because you look at some of the names of Ketel Marte, I think he spikes all integers when it goes that direction.
Okay, but when you think about, when you think about the D-backs, they should be better.
They should.
Perdomo, you have, you know, you can go with Corbin Carroll. That's up the middle for them. Yeah. So there's emphasis on, you know, up the middle defense, your center fielder, and when you put emphasis on what matters the most, it allows pitchers to pitch to contact. That's first and foremost, right? And then when you think about, you know, locking up for a long term, they know who they're going to be playing with. So when you get your work in, you're not worried about getting guys called up, working with you today and then working with Cole tomorrow. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to be working with, you know, barring any injuries. But I go back to, like, just last night. If you want to put a stamp on how much this means to you, look at the ball at third base with Moncada, a brain freeze, right? And then you look at, you know, the ball that dropped in center field. That's 4 runs. And then this guy is constantly putting pressure on you when you talk about stealing the, you know, the extra base, taking the extra base, scoring, heads-up baseball, IQ. All these things play with why you give guys big deals. This guy's scoring from first. I don't care. Yeah. He can score from first on a base hit. But when you think about how they play the field, they always attention to detail. And I think that's why if you're Jed, and, you know, and Carter in this organization, it allows you to make these easy signings based on the production you're getting from these three.
Yeah. Elise, how big of an indicator could this be towards future success when you take a look at these guys being able to do all the little things? They're so fundamentally sound. Well, it's not going to go away.
The Cubs have only given 8 contracts that are $100 million plus. These are 3 of the guys that you're looking at. So in the history of this team, it shows you exactly what you're talking about, how they value them, the importance, what they think they can do down the road, and they're the guys that you want locked up because of the reasons that we just described. So yeah, they're important, and I think also just who they are as people as well, and what they bring to the clubhouse is another part that you can value.
Yeah, they're fundamentals when it comes to baseball, Cliff. That just lets everybody know that there is success right around the corner. That's one thing, like we just said, you can't take that away from a player. If they play like that and they work like that, you know it's going to come to fruition on game.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, our network do a really good job of going over before the games and showing the work. It's not for them. They don't know we coming. They're just doing their daily work. And when you understand that, like I used to watch the field and you know, I had guys push me. Rusty Kuntz was a great coach. Tommy Harper, a great coach. They pushed me to work. I didn't want to go out there early every day.
No?
But no, heck no. It was hot, man. You're tired some days. But when you get into a routine, it made you better, and I think that's the thing. What you laughing?
I think a lot of these guys, they want to do anything like they do everything. They're making sure that they put that best foot forward.
You know what? This is one time in 3 years I'm going to say, you don't know nothing about it.
I guess not.
Okay.
I guess not. Barry Lamar Bonds, something tells me every single time he got after it, he got after it. We'll get him on the phone. BLB. We'll get CeCe Sabathia on the phone. You have him in that Rolodex there.
Go to the bump, man.
Still to come. There's a whole bunch more versatility, like with the fellas, that translates on the base paths. And still to come, Katie Krall and Jose Javier, Cubs first base coach, they're giving us the goods on being heads up on the bags. Let's take a quick peek.
I move, I see it, read it, and go. So that increases your chance to be saved so highly. So if we would compare like you against you, you're way faster when you got.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats, because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. We added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Not every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
It's showtime! It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Scratch away with the Illinois Lottery.
Almost game time right here on Cubs Live, presented by Toyota, the official vehicle of your Chicago Cubs. Elise, Cliff, and Cole right here. Rain, rain, stay away. Baseball to see. Freddie, that doesn't rhyme. We'll get back to that in just a little bit because it's all about nailing down W's. We'll find something that rhymes with that in due time. But in the meantime, today, students in the Careers of Sports Executives CASE program. They toured here, Marquee Studios, and the Cubs facilities. I'll tell you what, the high schoolers, well, they partnered with the Cubs associate. Our guy Joe Rios brought them over to kick off their first professional connections and to attend information sessions over the next few weeks to help them learn all about this fantastic industry. It was fantastic to see them in studio, and even better to see Cubs charities in action. Tip of the cap, the Case High School students. Now, still to come on this one right here, we're talking about Jose Javier, because this man right here, he's all about getting after it. Everyone keys in on him as they put the ball in play, and they're making that turnaround first base. 9 years coaching within the Yankees farm system. He was an infielder for 6 years with the Pinstripes from 2010 to 2015. And right now, Jose, J-Double, and Katie Krall, they're talking heads up on the base paths.
Hey Cubs fans, Katie Krall here with Cubs first base coach Jose Javier, and today we're going to compare notes on coaching first and also the new enforcement of the base coaches being in the box. So Jose, thanks for being here. It's a new rule this year where you're going to have to be in this box. whether you're at the front of the box, the back of the box, it's up to you. But how has your strategy changed the first few games of the season and then during spring training?
Thank you for having me. You know, the reinforcement of the rule changes a little bit for the basis coaches. Like now we have to stay on the box, but as long as we can come back to the base and interact with our player, we're fine. So that's something like doesn't make a big difference. I think the big difference now is just be on the box with a trail runner. That's the biggest one. So it's like if it's only running on first base, we're fine. We do our job like we used to do in the past. But as long as we had a runner at second base and a first with the back pick from the catcher, now become a little bit scary for safety issue as a person, because now you gotta pick and choose either like I will move here.
Show me.
So it's like I used to be on the pass like on the back side, like all the way back deep. Make sure like I know where the first baseman is.
So you can yell back.
Yes, I can yell back, or if he's moving early, I would give a heads up to my runner. So now with the rule, I have to, you know, pick my spot. So now I'm sitting like this, so making sure I can help my runner. So by turning my back to the hitter. When it's righty out the plate, it's okay. But when it's lefty, like Bushi or
PCA's up.
Feels like a little scary. So I just choose like get hit on the back. So I would say with the third baseman, if he crash, I would yell. But as soon the pitches start, his motion, like I would just pick, see if, like if it both come my way or not.
Right. No, because you're trying to be focused on what's happening out here, but then also what's happening at the plate.
Correct.
If it's a screaming line drive to your back.
So if hit hard, I guess like, you know, do my best, try like to get hit on the back. Hopefully like I'm young enough to move quickly out of the way. But I can't imagine like, you know, some of the other coaches in the league.
It's on you fast.
Yeah, it's on you fast.
So in those steal situations, do you have some guys, because there's so much speed on the team, right? Like you've got PCA and Nico and Matt Shaw. Are there some guys who have an eternal green light? Like with the Red Sox, like Ceddanne Rafaela, Dave Hamilton, like you're good to go, you make the read. But is it more situation dependent with you guys?
It's like more like I say, it's based on the information. The starter, we normally disclose the starter before we come to the game. They have green light.
Yes.
But there are some game situation where I'm gonna have to tell them to run because I control the running game as a third base coach. For PCA, Nico, it's a lot of like talking, like they asking questions, hey, what do you think here? Should we go here? Should
so
we
it's
be more
happening
aggressive?
in real time. This
It's
back and
happening
forth.
in real
Should I
time.
go? Should I not go?
Especially like you probably hear about momentum.
Yes.
We still with some momentum on the guys like 1-3 to the play, 1-2. We don't want to go on the traditional way where like, can I show
Please, yes.
like used to be like the guy take their lead, boom, boom, and they used to break from here, from traditional stand. But now, if we had a guy like 1-2 to the plate, we probably want to choose momentum, which is now is like a shorter lead to a start, and then we bow out to this place, and then we go from there. So that conversation happened quickly, and sometimes we pick and choose when to do it because the draw glove always in place. And like you probably saw Nico the other day, saw the back.
Yes.
But they also picked twice. So there are a couple easy return. There was one was close play. So it's happening fast.
Yes.
And after that, it's like go for it. But just give it the green light to go on that pitch because he's not likely picking right now.
Definitely. And I want to go back to leads for a second because you are a first base coach, so everyone sees you out here at Wrigley, but you're also in charge of base running for the Cubs. And before Chicago, you were with the Yankees organization, and the Yankees are pretty famous for that hop skip with the lead. Can you show this was like the type of lead that they wanted all of their minor league players to have. Have you brought that to the Cubs, or is that something you want to keep in New York?
No, we brought it to the Cubs. That's why I'm here. It's
Can you show it, Jose?
Yeah,
Just so fans get a sense of like, this is the type of lead that the Yankees really wanted to institutionalize with their minor leaguers.
Yeah, it's basically 6 feet lead, like right, left, stop. I'm on my momentum still. So from here, I will bow out. When I land exactly the same spot I used to be the whole time, 11.5 from my middle of the body. So it's like, it's better to a steal when you have a little movement than be a steal. That's the whole thing. So the information again, it would tell you if there's a guy you can do it or not. If it's a guy like you can definitely do it, we'd rather go from momentum standpoint.
From that point of movement.
Yes, that point of movement. It's like I just be here, I move, I see it, read it, and go. So that increases your chance to be saved so highly. So if you would compare like you against you, you're way faster when you got momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole thing. It's like our players use it. It's strategy. They're smart. They know how to do it.
Yes.
They under control and balance.
Mm-hmm.
So not only they do that, they also are able to return back to the base if they're picking.
True, because you're not so far headed towards second that I'm in no man's land. I can still get back here if I need to. Yes.
You end up landing like just exactly where you normally be, like 11 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So you end your traditional lead when you bolt.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So in addition to your helmet at first, because of those screaming line drives, one of the most important things you can have as a first base coach is your stopwatch. So you have your stopwatch out here, even though the Cubs analytics department and the advanced scouting group, they're going to tell you time to home, right? Like they're going to tell you what Paul Skeens is. Why is it still valuable for you, though, to manually calculate, oh, he's a little bit slow today, or he's faster than I thought he was on video?
I think you need to have it. In game, like the guy maybe not feel the same way he used to feel, or like something changed. The report could be like it's 1-6 to the play, but now you can see it like it's not 1-6.
Yes.
And always like a little trade-off with the fingers and the computer. The computer time they're slower.
Yes.
So they actually like they feel like the guy on the mound right now that I'm facing as a runner, like I was a base stealer too. It's like I'm here, and you tell me like on computer time, oh he's 1-5, but when I'm here, it's like, feel way different. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because what matters is what's happening right now.
Yeah, so
not
it's like
on the video from
when I come
3
back
hours
here,
earlier.
I want to go, hey, how what we got? And like,
right, that's what you're telling him.
yeah,
You're
I told
providing
him
that
right.
information.
We got like 1-5 right there. It's like, okay, so now he confirmed the information we gave them prior to the game on the pre.
Yeah, awesome stuff. One last thing for you, Jose,
Okay.
and thank you so much. So you mentioned having the runner come to first, he daps you up, et cetera, et cetera. Now, once you have a base runner, you're probably far more focused on balls to the outfield, if you're going to wave that runner from home to second. So then what is your positioning once you have runners on base in terms of getting the best look and then also deciding whether or not to send to second?
If you only have runners at first, my main job is like on the pick and the draw glove from the catcher. If I know the team does a draw glove, so now my eyes maybe shift towards the catcher. If he's an early guy with the target, I might yell, like, be careful, or like hold, because I'm seeing the pick coming. But once the ball's in play, now that runner's by himself.
He's gone, yeah.
So now
he's
my
looking
next
at
guy,
third. He doesn't need you at this
now
point.
my job is this guy now coming, like either like reading the throw, or like there's nobody here. That happened a lot when like, you know, balls hit to the outfield, second baseman stay, fourth baseman back here. There's nobody here, so I'll be screaming like, nobody here, nobody here. He can go as far as he wants. If they make the wrong throw, he can just walk to second.
True.
But if somebody's coming to, I have to yell, hey, second base is here. So stay on the base, stay on the base.
I love it. Awesome stuff. Jose Javier, Cubs first base coach. You can see him for 81 home games at Wrigley, hopefully through the postseason, coaching first and being in this box. Thank you so much, Jose.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pick up J-Double and then CQB Quentin Berry. That sounds like a surefire recipe for success. Jameson Taillon is hoping for some run support this evening. We'll find out in just a little bit. Will he have the umpire on his side? Some umpire tendencies. Plus, we're going to take a closer look at that strike zone. Is it the same?
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
We're here.
Bendiciones para el mundo.
The place we run to every spring, where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs, and heroes, we're exactly where we're meant to be.
No place like home.
Baseball is something else.
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
All kinds of rhythm, all kinds of flavors, and all kinds of budgets. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
Oh, once again, this is Cubs Live, getting you closer to first pitch, presented by Toyota, the official vehicle of your Chicago Cubs. Jameson Taillon, we told you how good he was over his last 7 starts a season ago. That ERA sub-2, just exactly what everyone is looking for, specifically that man right there. Will he be able to keep those halos out front and off balance? Time will tell, and we will tell you if this man, Nico, is able to help provide a little offensive cushion. We're going down in the innards of Wrigley Field. It's all about that pregame BP, especially when the elements aren't cooperating, Cliff.
Yeah, you know what? I hated taking BP in the cage. I like to see what the ball flies
on the field, huh?
On the field.
Okay.
BP, you know, this is cool. They're taking some flips from DK. I like that part, right? Because it kind of keeps you up the middle, keeps you from doing too much in the cage and allowing yourself to kind of get into that nice lather and a nice little flow, right? Because if you stay up the middle, which is what you're taught to do, then you get that swing.
Okay.
We did this before every game. We never got to it on the field.
Yeah, you like a little front toss, or do you like teamwork?
Yeah, my coach would always pitch to us, throw to us before a game, and I liked it because it would give you the closest to live action. For us especially, I mean, think about it. If I'm getting, you know, underhand toss like that, that's what softball pitchers do, so it's basically...
You get a little front toss with nothing on it, or a little bit of pepper?
It really, I mean, my coach was just throwing it, so it was really more just about getting the swings in, your timing down, getting loose. I actually would probably, I think I liked not seeing where it went because I would get two in my head probably if I were on the field. I remember Chris Bryant would say that. He liked hitting in the cage more because he didn't want to see where it would go.
I don't know what's happened in the last few years with the machine. That thing was non-existent.
Before a game?
Long time ago. Yeah, because it throws your timing off. No pitcher comes out of a machine. Last I checked, I mean, you don't have a robot out there yet.
Whether you had front toss, T-work, were you trying to go up the middle, opposite field in your pregame work?
That's it. Okay. I mean, you know, especially when I'm struggling, right? Like, when you think about Happer and where he's at, I don't know this until I talk to him, it's all about where his body position is as he goes that A to B contact. And when you get in that type of hack that he's getting off right now, and that ball is shooting off to left field, and it could be middle end, I mean, that's just, you know, hand strength, the ability to stay on the baseball and not be afraid to get beat. That's the one big thing with where he's at. Like, you can't be afraid to get beat if you're squaring up everything. Because you're going to get beat at times. It's just how his hands are getting through the zone nice and easy.
Yeah, driving the ball middle away during BP and practice down there in the cage. And then some of that in-game adrenaline is going to allow you to get the hands out in front, stay inside of that baseball, and drive it out to the pull side. Now, let's take a look at the strike zone. We're putting that under the microscope because we do know that in 2026 ABS, there's 2 challenges. If you use one and you lose it and get it wrong, guess what? That means you're just down to 1, and so on and so forth. The strike zone width, 17 inches right there. That's the width of the pull, top and bottom. That's the height, 53.5, down to 27% of the height. And then the strike zone depth. Once again, it all pertains to home plate. We have 2 proficient hitters right here, Elise Menaker and Cliff Floyd, and we're taking a look at both of their strike zones. Cliff's is a little larger, as you can suspect, but we're going to start with Cliff's right there because 6'4", huh? Fresh.
Well, you know, they didn't take my measurements as they did in MLB, so I might be 6'3", I don't know.
Some of the guys are shrinking just a little bit.
They're shrinking big time.
Okay, your strike zone starts at the top, 40.66, and goes all the way down to 20.52. You trying to crouch down just a little bit like Eddie Goodell, or are you standing tall and true, man?
Well, I think that's what they're trying to figure out, and it's going to happen on the fly. When you think about guys, they're getting, you know, the right measurements for the, you know, for this ABS system to work. Okay. And so when you think about how the game and over the years, how the strike zone has fluctuated. When I was playing, you know, umpires would come in and they would go, "Hey, this is what a strike zone is. Be here, down to your knees." You're like, "Okay, cool." Now, what about when the umpires called it up here? Well, they were used to the old way of the strike zone. So things have changed. I think they're almost there. I'm not going to say they ever get it right, because I think if somebody comes into the office and go, "Hey, we should do this," they'll go, "Okay, maybe we'll try that," and the strike zone maybe moves. But I think for this ABS system to work, they're getting it just about where they need to get it to allow it to be on point. And you've seen how it's been the last few days. And at least stand there and see what we got.
Okay.
I'm 5'7".
That's about right. Well, because when you think about where these numbers are, I mean, that's the top of the zone.
Sure.
So you're seeing umpires are crouching down and trying to figure out where the top of the zone is as far as this height. So here's the difference when you look at it. You see what I'm saying? So all these things,
I don't want that.
You don't want that. So all these things are playing a factor in how this system is working. So I think this is what they're trying to figure out. And listen, we've had numerous meetings about this and how the ABS system is going to work because it's new. And anytime you implement something new, there's going to be, trial and error, right? And so I think over the course of the summer, we'll see because they're putting these umpires, and nobody's trying to disrespect or embarrass umpires. I know the umpires feel a certain type of way, but maybe it's going to help them be better. And that's what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to get, because we've seen, like, just off the plate, and then, you get the tap, right? And it's like, well, I mean, at the naked eye, they're going to miss these things.
Yeah.
Isn't this zone essentially the letters on your jersey to the top of your sock?
Well, that's what's that.
Isn't that what it says?
And technically speaking, it's like a percentage of the height.
And that's what it used to be. That's why people used to actually always, everyone wears their pants up to their knees, because if it crossed in your socks, that was an indicator for an umpire to say, okay, that's not a strike, that's a ball, because that's not really hittable by the letter of the law.
Well, that's what the umpires are trying to do in the start of spring training. They've been starting in AAA. That's before it got to the big leagues. Is the umpires are trying to put themselves in a position where they don't have to kind of move too much. They can gauge exactly what the top of their helmet is and the height, and far as the height of the baseball and the low, because you still have, and I had an argument about this the other day, you still have framing in the game. So umpires are trying to not be deceived and also be on point. This is going to help them, but I think once they throw out framing, it'll allow them to be in a better position.
Throw out framing?
You have to.
I don't think so.
Well, we have the wrap,
at least the over-aggressive framing. I mean, if you're pulling a pitch from there and bringing it back there a foot and a half to 2 feet, you cannot insult the umpire's intelligence. I mean, that's outrageous.
Skill, and it's still a part of the game because you only have 2 challenges. Technically, you could have more if you win the challenges, but I don't understand why it's just...
Because it makes no sense to try to deceive an umpire who is trying to get this system in play. When you think about deception, let's take a peek at a few of them. We'll see.
Okay.
I mean, it boils down to what they're trying to do.
I feel like the best framers are the ones that you don't know that are framing. It's so subtle and nonchalant.
Well, look at these dudes, Cole.
Okay.
So Bryson Stott, I don't know what that's going to do for the streets, player, but you ain't 6'3". You know what I'm saying? You're going back down to 6 feet.
I mean, Cliff, could you honestly list yourself at 6'7.5" and feel it's like WWE from back in the day? Hulk Hogan, hailing from Muscle Beach, California, at 6'8". Hulk Hogan was like 6'3.5".
I get it, dog. I think
what are we
some
doing?
of these dudes.
Bo Naylor.
It all starts with the media guy, and they ask you, like, if you came to ask me, hey, how tall are you? I'm going to give myself a couple inches.
A couple?
Yeah, I'm going to be like I'm 6'6".
In metal spikes, on cement. Brand new metal spikes, ones that aren't worn down.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I mean...
Wait, didn't you have examples of some framing stuff?
Cliff hasn't been 5'9" like Bo Naylor since 1984.
Hey, what's this tweet?
Okay. Alex J says someone that watched Marquis should have C.B. Buckner watch the strike zones. Oh, wow. Consistently bad Buckner.
Alex J.
We've talked about that plenty of times. He's not good behind the plate and ABS. Well, it's really bringing that to light. Let's go with some umpire tendencies. And today, it's old CG, Chris Guccione, back there behind the dish. And that's what we seem to keep seeing. Umpires that are very hitter-friendly.
Very hitter-friendly today.
I don't know if that's necessarily what you want to see. We'll find out in just a little bit. Right around the corner, everyone's going to tell us how J-Mo can get back on track. Plus, we'll see how the weather may play a part. That and more. It's next.
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field. It's important to get out, volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
volunteer and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together.
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 Back as always. Look what time it is. Time for a little Wrigley
Cliff,
weather.
are you ready?
Presented by Four Seasons.
For all the right reasons.
Mhm.
Look at
As
those
you
brave
can see
souls.
right
That's
there,
amazing.
Heating,
That's
air
so
conditioning,
cute.
plumbing, sewer, and electric. Your one-stop shop. 48 degrees, 15 miles an hour. I swore when I went outside earlier today, it was about 68, maybe 67 degrees, as the kids would say. Make sure you have that tarp right there. Yeah, some of these Los Angeles Angels fans in a
Look
rude
at that.
awakening because Wrigley Field at 1060 West Addison, it is a far cry from Orange County. Ian Happ, he knows that. He swings it out there on the West Coast. He swings it right here in the Midwest, and he's really been swinging it all season long. What have you seen so far that's allowed him to be so good?
Doing it from both sides of the plate. He's hitting the fastball, but particularly when he's from the left-handed side, being able to go the opposite way, that's something that's sticking out early in the season. I mean, I just love these swings, watching him connect early on, the timing, just sitting back on these fastballs. So then when you go to the left-hand side, in a season, the most home runs he has ever hit the opposite way is 7 from the left-hand side.
Okay.
He's already at
He's
2.
already cooking.
Right. So, I mean, that suggests the way he's seeing it early and connecting. I mean, that's good things to come for Ian Happ. So I think to watch this start of the season for Happ has been great.
Yeah, Cliff, is it a case of Ian Happ taking what the ballpark is going to give you? Because when the wind is blowing right in your face, all you want to do is get some Oppo shot fillets, huh?
Yeah, well, you know what? Obviously, he's a switch hitter. But me being a left-handed hitter, I want to see over the last 3 seasons how much he's been foul pole to foul pole, and it's very impressive.
You like that?
When you think about it from the left-hand side of the plate, how he goes about his business, and especially this year, it seems like he's put a lot of emphasis on balance and ability to not cut off his swing.
Okay.
So cutting off your swing is from here to here. This is what you try to get. It's there. And I think he's getting a lot more
Yeah, I like
there
that.
than here.
Swinging through it.
It's really good.
Yeah, I
Inside
agree.
the baseball. What
at
you
your
wanna
boy, Cole.
see? Yeah, Clark.
Oh, he's catching trout.
Trying to reel it in. Fish
Clever
fry
Clark.
right
That's
around the
pretty
corner. We'll
good,
see if
Clark.
Jameson Taillon is well equipped. The gang, they'll have the call. Cliff, Elise, and I will catch you when all the dust settles. Until
Oh,
then,
they're friends now.
go Cubs.
Never run from what I'm faced with. Came out the basement, young, strong, and courageous. That's how I made it. Yeah, I'm about that action. Yeah, let's make it happen. We'll see at the end. Who's crying and who's laughing.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
It's showtime.
One more day.
There's nothing like it.
Opening week is brought to you by Vanguard, discipline that delivers. And we welcome you to Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Here tonight, Game 2, Angels and the Cubs from the friendly confines. And welcome into the broadcast booth. John Sciambi, Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor will join us coming up. Last night, we got a first look, regular season-wise, of Edward Cabrera. He lived up to the billing, huh?
Yeah, we've seen him in the past against the Cubs. Now he takes the mound for the Cubs at Wrigley Field for the first time, and it was really impressive. Big nasty, big easy, big whatever you want to call him. He was really good. 6 innings of one-hit shutout baseball, 80 pitches, very efficient. Just attack. A changeup is an outstanding pitch. A breaking ball generates swings and misses. Fun to watch this kid do his thing. Could be a really big year for this young right-hander.
He's got great stuff. The off-speed stuff is outstanding here tonight. Speaking of off-speed stuff, Jameson Taillon really leaned on that changeup last year. The kick change, JD, and last year for Taillon, when he wasn't battling some injuries, overall put up a really good year and a strong finish.
Yeah, this will be year number 4 for J-Mo with the Cubs. Outstanding work last year, 3.68 ERA. Had a sub-2 ERA in the month of September, and that was really important because remember, Cade Horton got hurt. A couple other guys in that rotation were scuffling, so he stepped up in a big way down the stretch and then continued that through the playoffs. 4 shutout innings in his start against the Padres in the clincher of that series, and then 4 solid innings against the Brewers. So J-Mo really finished strong in 2025. Hopefully he can continue that here this year.
All right, tonight for the Angels on the mound, their opening day starter, Jose Soriano. What's a scouting report on this guy?
This guy is nasty. He's got a fastball that'll touch 100 miles an hour. It's a power sinker. He gets more ground balls than any pitcher in Major League Baseball. Opening day against the Astros, he went 6 shutout innings, allowed just a couple of knocks. Big curveball, power sinker. As I mentioned, big velo, tough to run on. He's the complete package.
All right, so the Cubs look to make it 2 straight against the Angels with Jameson Taillon on the mound. Ian Happ is one of the guys that Soriano will have to hold at bay. When we continue, the big nasty Jim DeShays and his keys to the game.
Guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics, because right now everything is 80% off, including shirts, tees, polos, and shorts, pants, joggers. Perfect for the gym, office, or golf. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
I'm not going to be able to get everything straight before the next check-in. Have you tried the AI meeting agent from Otter AI? Who are you? I'm future you. The you who uses Otter's AI meeting agent for live meeting transcriptions, automated summaries, and more. Just ask Otter to draft documents for you. Make a launch plan based on this conversation with specific steps for each team member. I feel incredible. Is this that elusive runner tie? Considering you're sitting? No.
Get started for free with Otter.ai.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Murphy's Angels Cubs coming up tonight as we got game 2 and time for our keys to the game. They're brought to you by your local Hyundai dealer.
Yeah, nobody gets more ground balls as a percentage in Major League Baseball than Soriano, so expect the ball to be on the ground a whole bunch here tonight. But connect 4. It'll be 4 consecutive games with a home run should he and Happ go deep tonight. You know, it wasn't until May 5th of last season when he got his 3rd home run. He's sitting on 3 already, and home cooking. Jameson Taillon over the last couple of seasons has been really good here at Wrigley Field.
So Taillon on the mound as the Cubs take on the Angels. We'll come back and give you lineups at first pitch.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome everyone to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Not every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Vanguard, discipline that delivers. By the Bob Locurcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. By Circa Sports. And by your local Hyundai dealer. Find the dealer nearest you at buyhyundai.com. Back here at Wrigley as the folks make their way in on a chilly gray night. Angels and Cubs downstairs, and we check in with Taylor McGregor.
I'm about to put on my chief meteorologist hat, aka relay information that I got directly from the head of grounds crew here, Dan Kiermaier. He told me that throughout the game tonight we can expect some light showers, but nothing that should stop play. So if you see it rain a little bit, hopefully there is no panic and the Cubs can play right through it. Also, we always look at the flags this time of year, Boog. It looks to be blowing in.
T-Mac, if you think I'm not going to throw it down to you and ask you to give your hat sign again, you're out of your mind. Jameson Taillon on the mound, and JD, year number 4. He's been a solid pitcher for the Cubs since they signed him.
Yeah, 31-25 record at 3.93 ERA. Pretty much who he has been throughout his big league career. First with the Pirates, then the Yankees, and now this solid work for the Cubs. Very, very dependable. Quality starts in 8 out of 10 here at Wrigley Field. Last year, so much better against left-handed hitters than he was the year before, and primarily because of that changeup that he delivered.
Taillon will go up against an Angels lineup that is presented by Ford, very similar to last night with Neto, Trout, and Shawnuel Soler. Old buddy Jeimer Candelario will hit in the 5 spot, and Moncada will sit in Adele, Lowe, Ohapi, and Peraza. And a reminder, AbbVie and the Chicago Cubs are teaming up to strike out cancer. Roughly 241 Americans are diagnosed with cancer every hour. For each Cubs strikeout at Wrigley Field this season, AbbVie will donate $241 to Cubs charities. AbbVie, people, passion, possibilities. So J-Mo to the hill. Last year limited to 23 starts, turns on the IL with both calf and groin issues, but finished with a flourish and was very solid in the playoffs as he faces Zach Neto, ready to roll here at Wrigley. Yeah, the first offering of the game is downstairs, ball one, and we are underway. Neto already with a couple of homers this year. It is one thing that this team does. They've done it so far this year, and they did last year. They hit the ball over the fence.
Yeah, this kid's got some pop. 26 home runs last year for Neto. Slugged .474.
Yeah, he led them in wins above replacement. So arguably their best player last year. 1-1. That's a good take on a pretty good sweeper. 2 balls and a strike on the shortstop. Taillon back to work, delivers. And that's through there for a strike. Chris Guccione is our plate umpire, and the crew chief David Wrigley is at first. Nestor Seiya is at second, and Charlie Ramos is at third. Two balls, 2 strikes on the shortstop, Zach Neto. Ooh. Just missed, man.
In a leverage situation, we're probably tapping the helmet there, challenging that one.
Yep. And in the dirt, and ball 4.
It's time for Discipline That Delivers, brought to you by Vanguard. And take a look at that strong finish of J-Mo last year. Final 6 starts, a 1.57 ERA, covering 34 1/3 innings. Cubs won 5 of those 6 ball games. He allowed just a 194 batting average. Did a nice job limiting damage, just 2 home runs over that stretch.
Taillon, a guy who normally does not walk people. Cubs walked 1 last night. Mike Trout. And a 1-0. On the ground to short. They get 1. And they can't turn it. Trout still gets down the line pretty good.
It's just not a lot of pace on that ground ball. Obviously, on a cold night, you just want to make sure you want to not be in too big of a hurry. I mean, if Dansby comes a little bit more aggressively, maybe they get him, but yeah, Trout's still one of their faster guys.
Taillon against Shotwell. Yeah, that one down and in. 34 years old. Yeah, by sprint speed right there at the top of the list as it relates to Angels with speed. The Los Angeles Angels with speed. Not Angels in general, because
yeah.
I don't know that anybody's really done the work on.
I think they can fly.
Yeah, agreed. And so that would make them super
Very
fast.
fast.
No score, just getting going. Shotwell, a couple of home runs. He's not really unlocked the power portion of things. What they like about him is a real good idea of the strike zone. His career walk rate is a little over 11%. His career strikeout rate is about 15%.
Well, if he starts to hit the ball out of the ballpark more frequently, then they'll really be onto something. He's a first baseman, but he's named after Nolan Ryan. Middle name Ryan. Ironically, Nolan Ryan's real name is Lynn. So theoretically, if you wanted to name your son after Nolan Ryan, you probably should name him Lynn.
There goes Trout. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Safe. And Mike Trout with the steal. Trout with his second stolen base. Mike Trout's got over 200 steals in his career. He's got that oven mitt on.
Yeah, he's on a very short list. I believe it's 12 players with 400 or more home runs and 200 or more stolen bases in their careers.
3-2, one out man at second. Taillon on the ground to first. Bush down to a knee. And the cut fastball gets shot well. Trout down to third. Yeah, with 2 away, the batter will be Jorge Soler. Soler at the plate. Jorge last night 1 for 4 with a single, struck out a couple of times and wrapped into a double play. Man at third, 2 down, the 1-0. On the outside corner. That was off the edge. The 1-1. Jorge Soler signed with the Cubs back in 2012. They signed him 9 years out of Cuba for
that's right,
30 million bucks. And they anticipated the power. He's got over 200 lifetime homers. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Taillon able to pitch around a leadoff walk. We'll go to the bottom of the first, and the Cubs will come up to hit.
What actually works? I want to understand the choices I'm making. Now I know. Thorn.
This is Fubo. It's a better way to watch Fox, FS1, and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all season long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
When I work with my clients and they ask me questions, hey, what do you recommend? You know, do I go with wood? Do I go with TimberTech? It's always a no-brainer for me. I'm always telling them to go with TimberTech, and they're always asking me, well, why TimberTech? There's 10 different options out there. And the answer is just grab some samples. I mean, there's just so many different color options, different textures. It's easy to work with, fire resistant, and the maintenance, you can't argue that. You want low maintenance, go with TimberTech. It really changed the game for me. What can I tell you? It's a great product.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats, because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Back in Wrigley, Michael Busch to lead things off. Busch, Bregman, and Happ, PCA, Hoerner, and Swanson. Ballesteros, Shaw is in right, and Amaya will do the catching and hit 9th, and that group will go up against hard-throwing righty with that nasty sinker, Jose Soriano.
Yeah, average fastball velocity last year, just under 98 miles per hour, second only to Paul Skeens in MLB. And he'll lean heavily on that fastball too. He'll throw a lot of sinkers, but he has a 4-seamer as well. And if you need a ground ball, he's your guy. 66, excuse me. The ball is in play. We're on the ground, and you see significantly higher than league average.
Had an excellent start opening day. His 4-seamer averaged a little over 99. He went 6 shutout against the Astros. And one thing, JD, this is a Cubs team last year, and I think a decent amount this year. they're going to hit the ball over the wall. I mean, that's going to be a good chunk of their offense. That'd be a tall task here tonight.
That guy only gave up 12 home runs all last season.
Nasty breaking ball right there as that finds the mark.
Talking with Mark Gubiza, their fine color man on Angels television earlier today, and he said if he's getting his curveball over, look out.
Gooby?
Gooby.
The 2-2. On the ground, softly hit. Right side, Peraza. And Bush is out. And time now for the Intelligence Center powered by CDW and AMD. Why do we like the sinker? Because it's on the ground. What's average batting average? That's in the name, isn't it? 249, and then slug is 270. There's no slug in the ground.
No slug in the ground.
In the air, 384, and lots of slug.
Yeah, that in the air number that combines line drives and fly balls.
That's right, because a line drive is in the air.
Yeah. But if you're just trying to break down batting average on certain types of balls in play, it's going to be lower on the fly ball than the ground ball. I'm eliminating the line drives.
The 1-1. Man, that thing just cracks. Fastball at 99, and it's 2-1.
Bregman's got a keen eye, doesn't bite. Before Soriano into the zone, hopefully up a little bit where he can get to it.
That's a little bit low. He short arms it a little bit as well. There's not much sort of arm drop to him. Right-hander ready. And that's in for a strike. Bregman dropped the bat and now asks for time.
Well, looked like he caught the bottom of the knees, so good thing he didn't use his challenge there.
No question. 3-2 on Alex Bregman. Payoff pitch. High fly ball out into shallow left center. Neto out, dealing with the wind, and he makes the catch.
We're talking about how talented Soriano is and how tough he can be. Having said that, it's not like he's coming off a great year. He pitched to a 4.26 ERA last year.
Yep.
Pretty high walk rate.
Now he did have a really good FIP, or not really good, but a better FIP, 3.73. Remember, this is a team that doesn't expect to be particularly good defensively. They weren't last year. And obviously the ball's on the ground, it's in play a lot. So he's not somebody that's going to get helped by his defense. If anything, probably the opposite. And it won't necessarily show up in earned versus unearned. That's in for a strike. One and two. It was amazing how fast the temperature dropped today. It was like inside of 10 minutes. I think it dropped 20 degrees.
Yeah.
2-2 in the dirt.
I wonder what the biggest disparity in the history of Wrigley Field is from a game time temperature from one day to the next. I mean, it was.
Look at those earmuffs.
70 something at game time yesterday.
Where do you get those? Are great. I'd wear those. I think I could make those work.
Oh, absolutely.
She's got a little Princess Leia vibe to her. Help me, Obi-Wan. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Downstairs.
I hate to break it to you, but your headset looks a little bit like those earmuffs.
Why do you hurt me? I mean, I feel like those would be really nice. What if we made a headset and it looked like that? What about that, Taylor?
I would wear it.
Yeah, you would.
Kind of a combo headset, warmth and function.
Are those like? Are all the cool kids wearing those earmuffs?
Yeah, I've contemplated wearing them on the air, but wasn't sure the feedback I'd get. From you mainly. From you mainly.
Don't Boog intimidate you, Taylor.
I didn't intimidate her. She yelled at me first. PCA went too far. Budweiser broadcast booth. This Bud's for you.
77 degrees first pitch yesterday, 44 first pitch here tonight.
Wow. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's a strikeout. PCA is gone. And the inning is over. We'll head to the second. 0-0.
As we'll learn today, the more precise
Vibes. What is this?
I think it's just a vibes thing.
Vibes.
Can I get one of those?
Make it poppy.
When you're young, you don't just get handed trust. You have to earn it by hand. You listen and ask questions and see the way things have always been, but like never before. You realize time doesn't make something timeless. Standards do. Because if you want your name to last forever, you have to build your legacy one step at a time.
Never run from what I'm faced with. Came out the basement, young, strong, and courageous. That's how I made it.
A circle changeup grip. The middle finger is kind of raised up a little bit, taking the pressure off. And this allows that ball to fade a little bit against the left-handed hitters. And, you know, the arm speed obviously helps sell any changeup. And you saw a good sequence of 4 consecutive really good changeups. So the middle finger is spiked, raised off the ball. It kicks the ball as access for you sciencey folks out there, which changes the ball spin and movement. It's for those guys. Most pitchers, when they throw the ball, they naturally pronate, so the arm turns.
Thumb goes downward.
Yeah, thank you. But some guys, they have a hard time doing that, and this changeup is the fix for many of them.
Yeah, for the folks that are not good pronators. And yeah, a couple of years ago, he struggled against lefties. Last year, he was very good against lefties, and mainly because of this pitch. It was kind of cool to watch the progression and how he got more and more confident, how the usage went up. Fly ball left field, Happ back now in and makes the catch.
Yeah, so the narrative a couple of years ago was JMO's got to figure out left-handed hitters. In 2024, they slugged .428 against them, batted .254 last year, just a .191 batting average. On base percentage way down, the slugging numbers way off as well. So really nice job for a guy who's been in the league a long time, willing to make that adjustment.
Ball 1 to Joe Adele. And that's in the dirt. Adele, who had kind of a breakout campaign last year, he hit 37 homers.
He has tremendous bat speed. Really hits the ball hard.
Yeah, but he's a scout's dream. Coming out of high school in Kentucky, could really throw, was a high-level pitcher, and big power. Taillon back to work, 2-2 to Adele.
The wind really whipping right now. It's hard to know exactly what the wind's doing here. It tends to swirl. The flags down the line, there's not a whole lot going on, but the ones above the scoreboard are really active. Cold, windy night with the wind blowing in. A lot of times the mindset becomes just be uber aggressive. Throw it in there, see how far they can hit it.
2-2. Line drive at a base hit down the left side off the sidewall. Happ will pick it up, fires it in. He's so good at that. Man, the quick release and the accuracy of the arm. He doesn't have an especially strong arm, but man, it's quick and on the money.
Yeah, and he really knows how to play the wall out there too. I mean, you see that ball go down the line and you're thinking 2 bases, and Adele really didn't even give it a second thought.
Nope. 4 times Ian Happ has won a Gold Glove. He's got the gator on out there. This one misses for a ball to Josh Lowe. Yeah, that's through there for a strike at 92.
See what our wind metric is telling us here. Oh, man.
Wow. Minus 53.
Be aggressive.
Jeez Louise.
To shave that outside edge, just misses. JMO did not have a particularly good spring, and that's an understatement. He got knocked around 13 1/3 innings, 26 hits, 10 home runs with Cactus League play.
2-1. That's downstairs.
Normally we don't get too worked up about Cactus League numbers. It's such a great hitter's environment out there, but JMO expressed concern. Velo was down.
(3-1), and that is low and ball 4. And now there's 2 aboard with 1 down, and downstairs the T-Mac.
And I think everyone's been around the game long enough to know spring training results don't matter, but it's still sometimes you can panic a little bit if they're not there, and that's exactly how JMO felt. But in hindsight, he feels like he rushed too quickly to get ready for the WBC, and because of that, just mechanically was out of whack. So he knew and felt that his body wasn't right just because he tried to speed things up, but his last start in spring training against the A's felt back to normal, so we'll see how it plays out here tonight.
Pitch missing to Logan O'Hoppe.
Typically you see a very high percentage of first pitch strikes from JMO. That has not been the case here tonight. It's not like he's making non-competitive pitches, just off the edges.
Yeah, 1 for 8 first pitch strikes.
Cuccione, the home plate umpire, is known as a hitter's umpire, especially with that ball at the top of the zone.
Left side popped up, foul ground, and Pregame makes the grab.
Umpire tendencies are very hitter-friendly, and all hitters, both left and right-handed hitters, have the edge on high pitches. Chris has been at it a good while, 18 years of big league service time.
Here's Peraza now. Tracks that one into the mitt of Miguel Amaya. 2 aboard and 2 out. A cool, blustery night. Swing and a miss. There's the sweeper.
Got 3 different pitches that move away from right-handed hitters: the sweeper, the cutter, and the curve. It's just really well executed. Shows in the zone, then dips down and away.
Adele at second, low at first, 2 away. The 1-2 on the ground. Bregman up with it on the move, throws him out, and the Angels strand a couple. Good work by Taillon. We're midway in the second. There's no score.
Kalshi is available nationwide and lets you live trade against others on anything, like sports.
There you go.
Politics.
Now you're warming up.
Movie scores. Music charts. Alien sightings. Grocery prices.
2 hands now.
Reality TV. Even the weather.
This a tiny cloud? Ow.
You get the idea. Trade on anything with Kalshi.
Come on, coach.
There's an easier way. From little fixes to big projects, taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
It's showtime! It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
We're here. The place we run to every spring, where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs, and heroes, we're exactly where we're meant to be.
No place like home.
Baseball is...
Ask, the people answer. This is how you would look with those wonderful earmuffs. I honestly think you can pull it off.
Thank you.
It definitely resembles the headset you have on, but obviously the earmuffs a bit more pronounced, maybe we should say.
Yeah. We need to get you some of those. That's a really good look.
Thank you. I might go and price them after the game. There she is. Yeah. You're a star now. Is that me?
Okay, the other thing I'm noticing,
yeah,
maybe this is a pro move by her. I don't know. I don't own earmuffs. She's wearing them almost behind her head.
Yeah.
So not on top. Maybe that's part of the look.
So it makes it look like, yeah, like the earmuffs are just levitating almost, right? Or they're magnetized to her ears.
It's called fashion. Look it up.
Here's the pitch to Hoerner. Yeah, that's a strike to Nico. So far, 3 out of 13 on the season for Nico. And time now for DirecTV New Era. And how about Nico, one of 4 players with 150 or more hits, 25 or more doubles, and 25 or more stolen bases each of the last 3 seasons. Look at this group: Lindor, Ramirez, and Witt. I mean, anytime you're on a list with those 3 cats,
oh baby,
you're doing something right.
Yeah. Oh, we got a challenge coming.
The catcher is challenging the previous pitch, a ball.
Logan O'Hoppe. ABS is powered by T-Mobile.
Call is overturned. Strike. Los Angeles has 2 challenges remaining.
Thanks, Gooch.
Well, there's that hitter-friendly high zone.
In the air, center field. This could be trouble. That one is caught by Neto. Well, you're on the infield here tonight, and you've got to be aware. Anything that looks like it's ticketed for the outfield might drift back to you.
Yeah, they had a ball drop in out there last night. Looked like Trout maybe didn't see it real well, didn't get a good jump on it. This time Neto takes charge early, waves him off, and makes a nice play. Sweet glove.
Got sort of a pink and blue feel to it.
Yeah. You know, one of his hobbies is salsa dancing.
Love that.
Pretty accomplished salsa dancer.
How do you, is there a level, or how do you get to be accomplished? You get awards?
I think he's got, I think he has a reputation of being good at it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know that he's won any
can you be
blue
like
ribbons or anything.
Black belt salsa dancer?
Maybe, yeah.
The 2-0. And that one in there for a strike. It was kind of borderline.
Yeah. Again, in a leverage situation, you're probably challenging that one. Nobody on this early in the ball game.
Yep.
You just live with it.
Here's a 2-1. Check swing. And he didn't go. Talking to Dansby pregame, we were talking about how heartbroken he was over that Duke loss the other night. And I was saying, gosh, I just so want to ask your wife what it's like to watch a game with you. Because I got to think it's probably not so much fun. And he started to smile, and he's like, hey, I tell you what, my daughter, she's 0-2 so far this year. The two games they brought Josie to, the Cubs lost. And he's keeping score. That's to third. Candelario low, and it kicks away. And Dansby is safe at first.
Cubs have been the beneficiaries of some shaky defense here in the early going. First, the Nationals have had some issues defensively, and the Angels as well.
They're calling it a hit, and
that'll be changed. Yohan Moncada, who's been playing third base, made a couple errors in the series in Houston, made a mental mistake in a big moment in the ball game last night.
Yeah, he said, I guess afterwards he had trouble locating the bag. And I think did get a little panicked and then just decided to tag. We documented right there how much of a battle it was for the Angels last year defensively. Ballesteros asks for time. Mo with a couple of hits so far in this young season.
It's going to be hard to hit the ball out of the ballpark here tonight. I think the approach for a guy like Ballesteros is going to be left center. They play him as an off-field hitter in the outfield. That sinker splitter running away. You try to pull it, you're likely going to beat it into the ground like that. It's not just the sinker. He's not a one-trick pony, this guy. He's got a real nice curveball, and that splitter plays as well. He likes that split finger against the lefties. And you see the grip, really good action on it. Caused the hitter to be on top of that baseball.
You know, JD, they list his curve as a knuckle curve.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Like Bert Hooten. The 0-2 misses.
Taking a shot at the inside corner at 98. I think the hitters, when they go into an at-bat against this guy, their first thought is see him up, see if he can get something up, and then secondarily be willing to go the other way.
Well, again, with his arsenal, the way it plays, he's been in his career a reverse split guy. So lefties lifetime 210, slugging just 299. Righties 261, slugging 384. I mean, not much to choose from there, but the righties have been better. And a swing and a miss by Esteros on a fastball at 99, strikes out.
Changes the eye level here, it goes up top. He's a handful, this guy.
Bounce towards third, and it's foul. JD,
yes,
they just changed the scoring on that play by Candelario.
Yeah,
it's now E5.
Yeah. Sorry, Jamer. That's how I marked it on my scorecard here. I stuck to my guns. Kind of night where, yeah, pop up could prove to be a huge play. Errant throw, cold night, just don't have the dexterity in the fingers.
0-1. Matt Shaw getting the start in right field. Of course, the Cubs still without Seiya Suzuki. We'll see when they're able to get him back. Could be on the back end of this road trip, probably more likely after that.
Day game tomorrow, off day Thursday. We head to Cleveland, weekend against the Guardians, and then on to Tampa.
Have you been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I have not.
You want to go?
Maybe. Have you been?
I have. One. That's inside. And that could have been a strike. Chilly night here at Wrigley. 2-1. 2 outs, man at first. And Shaw takes inside now. 3-1. Maya in the on deck circle. Swanson at first, and a 3-1. The other way, caught, nope, dropped, and he steps on the bag. Shotwell handles it, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, an error, and one man left.
Here we go. 5, 4,
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome everyone to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Not every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
We go to the top of the third, last half inning. Boog and JD teasing a Seiya Suzuki return. I come with more information. Today he did sliding drills for the very first time. So this is really good news, and Craig Counsell re-emphasized we're in a really good spot when it comes to Seiya. When this team leaves to go on their road trip, he will leave to go on a rehab assignment. Where and exactly when is still to be determined, just based simply upon weather. But Boog, you mentioned that would likely place him back in the major leagues at the back end of the road trip, so that's the timeline they're trending towards. But they've made it very clear that when he is back, they want to make sure he can play right field and not just DH.
All right, there you go. Yeah, there's no doubt that they want him so that they can have the flexibility, because if he can't play the outfield, that kind of leaves Ballesteros out in the cold. That's a nice play by Taillon.
Yeah, not a bad idea at all by Neto to drop a bunt down there. We talked about the difficulty handling the ball tonight, but JMO does a real nice job. A nice pick on the other end by Michael Busch. First time through the batting order, JMO threw only 1 first pitch strike. That's the fewest in his career through 9 batters. Last year, just under 70% first pitch strike.
For Taillon, one of the things that we look at is what's that velocity at? Swing and a miss, and a kind of a cutter that backed up. Like Trout like to have that one back.
That's it, that old backup slider or cutter that it's not the pitch you want to make, but oftentimes you get a positive result.
Three and two. Trout waits. Taillon fires. Fouled that off his foot.
Good try after the cutter's moving away. Tries sinker. Tries to run one in on his hands.
In the air down the right side, but that'll twist off foul and out of play. 3-2. Trout waits. Hit hard. Caught! Oh, Alex Bregman, leading to his left, was able to steal a hit from Mike Trout. And that was hit right on the nose.
111 miles per hour. And Bregman with an outstanding play.
Bregman with a Gold Glove to his credit. Very good defender.
Look at JMO. Yeah, that's fun.
And a fastball through there for a strike to Shonowell. Shonowell 0 for 1, grounded to first his first time.
No time to react down there at third base. I should say very little time to react. Bang, bang. Out go the lights.
Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. Good curveball there from JMO. So now 1-2. Shonowell, first round pick back in 2023. He's got the big leagues very quickly. Played his college ball at FAU. JD, he's an Owl.
Florida Atlantic.
The Owls. Line drive left field. There's Happ right there. And 1, 2, 3 go the Angels.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
Volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
volunteer, and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together. Together.
Together.
It's showtime. It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight.
The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Folks, live odds brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. Miguel Amaya to start things off. Amaya, then Bush, then Bregman. That's right through there, 0-2. Pop foul and out of play.
Angels outfielders are playing fairly deep, especially the Adele in right field with a right-handed hitter up there with 2 strikes. The way that wind is blowing, or the Angels, I'd probably move him in a little bit. Just has the feel, and you never know the way a game's going to play out, but it has the feel like 1 or 2 runs could be huge here tonight.
No question. Whoa, they changed. No 50s anymore. Ground ball, fair ball. Base hit down the line. And Amaya just staying with it. And grounds it past Shonowell. Leadoff man is aboard.
First hit of the night for the Cubs. Quiet the lower body is, just playing a little pepper there, trying to make some solid contact. Shonowell way off the line, and Amaya gets himself a leadoff knock.
First one to Michael Busch, misses upstairs. Busch grounded to second his first time. No score. We're in the bottom of the third.
You'll be ready to take advantage of a ball in the dirt here if you're Amaya. Make sure you get a good secondary lead over there at first base.
Busch a little late. Soriano ready, fires. That one seemingly broke around the plate.
Doug Harvey used to give you back in the day when he was umpiring.
Show the people.
Yeah.
What would he do?
You throw a breaking ball and you thought you caught the outside part of the plate with it, and he'd give you this. Here we go. Broke around the plate, son. Broke around the plate, son.
Yeah.
He was called God. His nickname was God. Doug Harvey.
To the right side, Shonowell shovels it over to second. Return to first, not in time.
So Boog, feels like 33 temperatures right now at Wrigley. Michael Busch was testing out warm or cold weather batting gloves, and basically they're just a little bit thicker, but a lot of hitters actually don't like to utilize them because it makes their swing feel a little bit different. So the guy who ends up wearing the gloves that Michael Busch was about to wear in game, Jose Javier. So
I love that.
Maybe the hitters didn't like them, but the base coaches do.
There you go. That's one of the most difficult things for hitters in this environment. You're basically, I mean, the batting glove maker's assignment is to usually, for most hitters, make it as thin as possible and yet protective as possible. But ultimately, those two conditions don't lead to a lot of warmth. So when it's cold, what do? The one story I've told before, Mookie Betts is a guy, temperatures like these, he will wear 2 pairs of batting gloves, one on top of the other, and hit like that. Line drive, one hop to short. Neto to Peraza on to first. He hit it 105, but right at the shortstop, and it starts the inning-ending double play.
It's showtime. It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
It's time for Pitch Hit and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch Hit and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Ground ball presented by Tasty Trade. If the ball stayed on the mound, Cubs season ticket holder Gustavo Pablo would have won the $1,000 Tasty Trade jackpot. Unfortunately, it did not. Tasty Trade, stocks, options, futures, crypto. Gustavo keeping it positive.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. That's okay.
Good vibe from Gustavo.
No
yeah.
question. Ball and a strike to Jorge Soler. It'll be Soler, then Candelario, and then Adele. Each side with one hit. We're scoreless. That's up the middle. Hoerner gathers it in, throws, and Soler retired.
Interesting the way Nico approached that ball. He was going to play it on the backhand and then said, well, maybe not. Watch how he's tracking this ball initially like he's going to backhand it, and then he works his way around it. Able to organize the puppies and get enough on that throw.
Did you see? Those two are always chatting to each other. Did you see speaking of organize the puppies, they had one of those table level cameras of Bill Raftery after Braylon Mullins hit the shot?
I did not. I will look it up though.
The caption was, "We almost lost Bill Raftery." The look on his face was, "Oh my gosh, what just happened?" Two and one on Candelario. Gets the start at third. And a good breaking ball. The curve drops in for a strike, and now 2-2.
It's a good get over pitch for him. That backdoor curveball to the left-handed hitters. Jamer not biting on the Jamer not biting on the JMO changeup here. That's got JMO thinking a little bit. What do I do?
3-2 on the way. And JMO gets Jamer.
Kind of want him to jam him, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He tried to fool him a couple times with the changeup and then just decided, no, I'm just going to beat him with the heater. Back-to-back fastballs, and this one gets the job done. Beats him top of the zone. Again, this kind of night, the one thing you want to guard against is the walk. You just kind of stay aggressive. Unlikely that anybody's going to hit one out of here. Now this guy's a different cat. He's capable.
Yes. I think Soler as well. The 0-1. Fly ball left field. Happ waits on it. Adele retired, and speaking of being Happ, he'll lead things off when the Cubs come up to hit in the bottom of the fourth.
We're here. The place we run to every spring, where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs, and heroes, we're exactly where we're meant to be.
No place like home.
baseball is something else.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
It's showtime. It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
Score only, and it's 0-0. John Shambi, Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor's downstairs. Mike Leary and Mike Fox are in the truck. I think Leary's producing. Foxy might be directing.
Generally, that's how it goes. Yeah.
Mitch just went next door.
Oh, he hasn't been next door at all yet this year. I don't think.
Yes. And Ant's rolling the commercials. We'll go to the next commercial break with a big roll at Ant. Here's Happ. And a pitch. And that one misses outside. Ian, a walk his first time.
You know what would be really cool here? Double.
Sure. Outside.
Walk would be good. Trying to set the table. Trying to get a little something going. It's a
I was just
easy 98 this guy's got.
There's no doubt. I thought you were just going to start naming all the outcomes. On the ground, but foul of first. Jose Soriano was originally signed by the Angels, and then the Pirates got him in the Rule 5 draft. He ended up getting DFA'd and went back to the Angels. Good eye right there. He debuted in 2023 as a reliever. Settled into the rotation in 2024. Bounced foul of first.
So we're talking about a tough night to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Well, even more so with Soriano out there. You look at home runs per 9 innings last year. Skeen, Sanchez, Peterson, Webb, and Soriano.
Outside, Happ will take his base, so Ian has walked for the second time.
I believe everybody on that list was an all-star last year except for Soriano.
Here comes Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA. Struck out swinging his first time. Chris Guccione stepping in front. I think the holdup was Pete was saying, hey, can you have him engage? Or maybe not. Pete's apologizing. All right.
Candelario way in at third base.
Bunted towards first. It's a good one. Oh, what a play by Soriano. I don't even know that that actually ever came to rest in his glove. He just kind of shoveled it over there.
PCA with 2 bunt hits already this year and a bid for a third, and that was a beautiful bunt and a better play by Soriano. A real good idea though by Pete, trying to get the base hit, but failing that, he at least moves Happ into scoring position. Yeah, that's, boy, I tell you what, I'm stepping on that baseball and rolling my ankle. That's not an easy play to make. There's a lot of bad outcomes.
That was a whale of a play. PCA credited with a sacrifice. Is that correct, Coop? Yeah, it'll be a sacrifice. Here's Hoerner, man at second. So you're saying you're being carted off the field?
Oh yeah, there's something disastrous is going on there. Nothing else. I'm flipping the ball into right field. Watch PCA here. He's got a little something to say to Soriano. So like, how did you do that, man? You're killing me.
We don't see Pete try that side very frequently with the bunt. JD, that was a gorgeous bunt.
Yeah, well, with Candelario in as far as he was, I think that became the better option. And yeah, that really bodes well that, you know, he can execute that drag bunt as well as the push.
Check swing.
I mean, in a perfect world, the idea is to chop this ball, roll it out, and make the second baseman make the play, and that's precisely what's going to happen if Soriano doesn't, you know, make a 10 out of 10 defensive play there.
Haps at second. Cubs looking to strike first. And Hoerner slashes one foul.
Nico was the man in these situations last year.
The 2-2. Hoerner gets a piece.
So tough to finish off.
Soriano ready. Happ at second. One out. And Nico down on strikes on a splitter. That was nasty.
Yeah, I don't know how many right-on-right splitters he's thrown here tonight. The late action on that thing, like a wiffle ball.
Third strikeout for Soriano.
Splitter, normally he's using it to the left-handed hitters.
He's thrown that curve a lot. Slider in for a strike. Dansby an opportunity. Reached on an error his first time.
Soriano reminds you a little bit of Cabrera for the Cubs, the guy with that big fastball, but throws a lot of breaking pitches and off-speed pitches. At least that has been the case here tonight.
Yeah. Cabrera looked really good last night, and here tonight Soriano showing why the Angels like him so much. No score. We're in the fourth. Happ at second, 2 down. 0-2 to Swanson. It's a little bit low. The 1-2.
Another splitter right on right. A good take by Dansby.
Here comes. And that is strike 3, and Swanson is gone. The Cubs get the leadoff man on. He's moved to second, but they can't score.
These Dawn pants from Fabletics are a hole-in-one for only $19. They have 4-way stretch to move with your swing, pockets to hold your scorecard, and tees. Look and play like a pro in the Fabletics Dawn pant for only $19.
What if feeding your dog fresh whole foods was easy? At Sundays for Dogs, we start with all natural, human-grade ingredients. Then we air dry the food into shelf-stable pieces. Frozen dog food is a costly hassle, but with Sundays, you can give your dog the nutrition they need without waste, prep, or mess. Your dog's food can be healthy and simple. Get 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com.
Guys, I'm on the road, and I've lost 45 pounds. In fact, I've lost everything but my big mouth. Losing weight on road is simpler. Even a dummy like me can't mess that up. Stats are looking good on road. Even my legendary golf swing is leveling up. I'm Charles Barkley, and this is me on road. Wait, you're telling me they have a GLP-1 pill for weight loss now?
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Cubs fans, visit Cubs Trending inside the Marquee Sports app for all the top highlights, interviews, and must-watch moments all season long, presented by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide insurance agent. Visit jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. As Jameson Taillon bends a curveball in for a strike to Josh Lowe. Bottom third of the order, Lowe, Ohapi, and Peraza. And there's that good kick change for Taillon in 24 and 25. The last 25 starts here at Wrigley, a 2.53 ERA. Fly ball center field, Pete Crow Armstrong. And one down. Taillon here about to throw his 70th pitch of the night. And there's what the wind's doing at the moment.
I would say March is going out like a lion.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because it usually comes in like a lion and goes
out like a lamb.
Yeah. You know, in Norway, it comes in like a polar bear and goes out like a walrus.
Here's the 0-2.
In Honduras, comes in like a wildebeest.
The 0-2. Hoppy waits, Taillon is ready and fires.
Swing at that, Hoppy.
Bundled up on a chilly night. What was the high today? I mean, it got up to close to 70.
Warm early, yeah. Earlier today, I thought we might not play this game, but the weather kind of opened up, and
yeah, it did.
I mean, it's gotten really cold, but it's been dry throughout.
Well, you heard in the open, the 2-2, a little bit low, or well, she put her chief meteorologist hat on.
Yeah.
Later on, she put her head of
Fashion Police?
No, medicine, which you gave the Seiya report.
Oh, yeah. Look, just a gal of many talents.
Many hats.
Yes. Tomorrow I might have earmuffs.
Definitely the item of choice here tonight. It's 3 walks issued by J-Mo. That's really rare, but again, I think the conditions probably have something to do with that.
Taillon against Oswaldo Peraza. And Peraza hits it in the air right field, pretty well struck. And Shaw wasn't able to get it. PCA retrieves and fires it in, and Peraza has himself a double.
First time tonight we've seen an outfielder have to back up as Peraza drives this ball. I'm not sure what Matt was doing here, if he was trying to deke the base runner or trying to find the baseball. Maybe he might have lost sight of it.
Tommy Hotovy out to the mound, and so a scoring opportunity for the Angels, and they'll go over what to do with Neto and Trout lurking. So the Angels with a great chance, and the beef in their lineup coming up.
Yeah, and we'll be getting their third look at J-Mo here. Let's take another look at this ball. And Matt Shaw pursues it in deep right field. And I'm not quite sure if he lost track of it. Maybe lost where he was on the field. Thought he was maybe a little closer to the wall.
I'm not sure.
It looked a little funky.
It looked odd, yeah. Infield squeezes in. Neto at the plate. And that's in for a strike. Neto a walk, and he's tapped back to the pitcher.
Just taking another look at that play in right field. It's possible that Matt was just trying to deke the base runner. Threw his glove up there, but I don't know.
Yeah, that might have been it.
J-Mo typically, you know, one of those pitch to contact guys is not going to rack up a bunch of strikeouts, but he sure could use one here. Colby Milner getting ready.
Fouled off at the plate.
This may be get Neto, put Trout on, and bring the lefty Milner in to face Sean Well. First things first, they've got to get Neto.
Taillon fires. Three and two, infield in. All right, so look, it's nothing, but talk to me quickly about protection. If you're pitching in this spot, are you thinking about Mike Trout at all?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking I'm going to strike this guy out. I'm not going to throw him a cookie because Mike Trout's on deck. I'm going to try to punch him out, and if we want to put Trout on, that would be the play.
In there, got him looking.
I said all the time, fastball as change of pace. You see so many breaking balls. Hitter gets off the fastball and then just can't pull the trigger because that is pretty much right down the middle.
Yep. And they are going to put Mike Trout on.
I would assume Counts is going to come and get him and bring in Milner.
Yep. Big pitch from Taillon. So JMO done for the night. And Hobie Milner will come in to try to get Nolan Shotwell. Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time.
Finished my chores. Ready for my allowance.
Greenlight is way better than how I got paid for chores.
Mowing all those lawns really paid off.
That was not radical.
Bring your family into the financial future.
You've got to try the softest sneaker ever. Hands-free, cozy fit Skechers slip-ins. Sneakers that are as soft and comfy as your favorite slippers. Just step in and go with no bending down or touching. Wrap your feet in hands-free, cozy fit Skechers slip-ins.
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a Download the app today.
Adding throwing creatine has definitely helped me with how I perform on the court. I feel like I have a lot of endurance throughout the 82-game season, and I'm making those split-second decisions with a clear mind and a clear vision. It seems like the game slows down with throwing.
This is Fubo. It's a better way to watch Fox, FS1, and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all season long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, and we're back at it tomorrow afternoon. It's Angels-Cubs 120 matinee. Tickets still available, Cubs.com/tickets. Matthew Boyd and J-Mo have the moment.
Hugs.
Cade Horton hovering. Matthew Boyd will go tomorrow.
Milner delivers a strike to Shotwell.
It's Hobie's third appearance here of the young season. Last year with the Rangers, a busy man, 73 appearances and a 3.84 ERA. Ground ball guy, sinker, slider, changeup.
And a guy who has devoured lefties in his career. Lefties lifetime against him 220 versus righties 279, and lefties about 200 points of OPS less. They're all loaded up. Ohapi, Peraza, and Trout third to first on the bases. 2 outs, 0-2. The crowd starting to buzz here at a chilly night at Wrigley. Milner on the ground to short. Swanson throws him out, and Milner gets the Cubs out of the jam. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 0-0.
Your glasses can change the way you see the world. They can be easygoing, bookish, or simply striking. Find your perfect pair at Warby Parker. Or maybe your perspective is elevated, well-rounded, sleek, and crystal clear. Find your perfect pair at Warby Parker, starting at $95, including prescription lenses.
Kalshi is available nationwide and lets you live trade against others on anything, like sports.
There you go.
Politics.
Now you're warming up.
Movie scores. Music charts. Alien sightings. Grocery prices.
2 hands now.
Reality TV. Even the weather.
This is a tiny cloud? Ow.
You get the idea. Trade on anything with Kalshi.
Come on, Coach.
Cooking a dinner my whole family can enjoy is a piece of chaos. The requests these kids make are really something.
Dad, can I get some strawberries and ketchup?
Home Chef's new family menu has been a lifesaver. With Home Chef's easy 4-serving meals, we get dinner done quicker.
I have to finish my masterpiece.
Do I even want to know?
Home Chef's family menu. The parents who get it, get Home Chef. Get 18 free meals at homechef.com.
As we go to the bottom of the 5th with Moises Ballesteros stepping into the batter's box. Mo earned teammate of the day yesterday because Alex Bregman celebrated his 32nd birthday, and he was the only one who brought gifts to the clubhouse. He had the clubby go get Alex a cake and flowers. Now the flowers were yellow. Here's a shot of them to match Alex's cleats that he wears on Sundays. So I thought this was pretty cute. And Moises told me he loves celebrating birthdays and his love language is gift giving. So he says he's always really big on giving everybody he loves gifts. And I said, what was the best gift you've ever given? And he said, to my mother. I got her a chain, a big box of flowers, and a photo of us together. So there you go.
Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. Moises Ballesteros. And the Cubs have the leadoff man aboard.
See, good karma. Give gifts, you get knocks. Good coverage there. That one drifting off that outside edge. Again, this is where, a night like tonight especially, but this is kind of Ballesteros' stroke anyway, but the ball moving down and away, got a better chance doing something if he's going to have that kind of left center approach for a left-handed hitter.
There's Matt Shaw now. Candelario creeping in. And Matt takes downstairs. On the ground, backhanded, Neto to second for one, on to first, two.
Soriano certainly knows how to pitch, to put the ball on the ground. Highest ground ball rate in all of baseball last year. Sinking down below the knees, gets Matt to beat it into the ground. Nice turn here by the Angels.
Second double play that the Angels have turned tonight, and now it's Amaya who's got one of the two Cub hits.
That's the thing that makes a guy like Soriano so tough. You know, when we talk about ground ball pitchers, a lot of times your mind immediately goes to kind of a soft tosser, finesse guy. But this guy throws 99 miles an hour. He has the ability to overpower you as well. Sometimes against the ground ball pitcher, you're thinking, well, we know we can put him in play, so let's start a base runner, maybe do a little run and hit. But you know, this guy generates enough swing and miss, and certainly with Ballesteros, you're not going to try a straight steal. That's why I was begging for a leadoff double earlier.
Towards third, Candelario, long throw, and out at first. Nice play by Jamer. And the inning comes to a close. We'll go to the 6th, still no score.
It has been far too long, and it is officially baseball season again.
It's the best day of the year.
It's showtime.
It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
How much fun is he to watch? Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
We're here. The place we run to every spring. Where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs, and heroes, we're exactly where we're meant to be.
No place like home.
Baseball is something else.
And Kelly having a nice night tonight, but he had a better night a year ago. That takes us to our Pregame memorable moment. This was Carson Kelly legging out a triple in the 8th inning to complete a cycle. He became the first Cubs player to record a cycle since Mark Grace did it back in 1993. First catcher in team history to do it since Randy Hundley in 1966, and the Cubs would go on to beat the A's 18-3 out in Sacramento. This was amazing for a lot of different reasons. We talked to Carson about it, and he said he remembers Mark Grace texting him, "How did they let us get to third?" That was the sentiment, but I think back on that moment, it has to be top 10 of our broadcast a year ago. I mean, we had fun with that one.
Yeah, it was a highlight. That was a lot of fun. Said today that thought he hit that ball better than his home run. When he first hit it, he thought it was going to be a home run. So check in on Phil Maton.
First cycle since Mark Grace. He said he got a text from Mark Grace and it said, "How did they let us get to third?" Maton deals.
The other thing he said is heading into that final at bat where he got the triple, he just told himself, just have the best at bat of the night right here. He also took a couple walks in that game. You get a lot of turns when you score 18 runs.
I don't always listen, JD.
Well, you were, you screwed it out. You'd stepped away momentarily.
JD, Phil Maton's in the game.
Yeah, he is. When they used to do the Players Weekend and the guys would put their nickname or pseudo nickname on their jersey, he was Spin Rate.
Like, what would yours have been?
Sultan of Not.
Yeah. There were some funny ones back in the day. Kyle Seager had Corey's brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
That misses downstairs, and the leadoff man is aboard. Soler is on.
If you think today was hard, try living one day in this man's life. Liam's had 5 heart surgeries. Go, Liam!
One of my best days ever.
Candelario now. Bregman into the grass at third.
I wonder if Kurt Suzuki's a little tempted to run for Soler here. That Teodosio kid on his bench who can really fly.
Liner into center. Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, and it gets past him. Shaw there to back up. And Soler to third. PCA on a do-or-die play, not able to come up with it.
it's jarring to see him not come up with it because he almost always does. A sinking line drive. Not just that he didn't come up with it, but the fact that he wasn't able to knock it down and allowed Soler to go all the way to third base. So second and third, nobody out. Maton's in a bit of a pickle here. Infield in for the Cubs. All the way in on the right side, halfway on the left side.
First one to Adele. And that's in for a strike. Adele 1 out of 2 with a single. No score. We're in the 6th. With the Angels with a threat. And a breaking ball misses inside. That was the curve.
Despite not being an overpowering guy, Maton gets a lot of swings and miss. Gets a lot of strikeouts.
Maton ready. The kick in 1-1. That's in for a strike.
Just a little cutter right at the bottom of the knees. Adele didn't like it. A little bit surprised he didn't challenge. He wouldn't have gotten the call. That was a heck of a pitch. Now spin it out away from him out there. See if he can get the chase.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Maton punches out Adele 1 away.
He's probably got a little more plate than they wanted to, but they still got the job done because it's such good tight rotation on that breaking pitch.
Craig Counsell out to the mound. You don't see this all that often, but I got to figure that there's an aspect of it of what do you want to do here. It's all quiet in the Cubs bullpen, so there's not another reliever up. And it's just so rare in today's game to see the manager go to the mound and not bring the hook with him.
Yeah, I think it was, you know, what do you want to do? And here's what we're going to do if we get behind in the count. I mean, don't feel like you have to give in. You've got a base open.
Maton to low. Through there for a strike. Josh Lowe has walked and flied to center. Soler at third, Candelario at second. Swing and a miss. And there's the curveball.
Bend it like Beckham. Bend it like Maton. If you can do that, you'll make a lot of money.
0-2. And he rushed him with a cutter.
So hitter's anxious, right? Down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes, a couple guys in scoring position. Your mind goes to chase. What's the chase pitch? Bounce a curveball, trust my catcher to block it.
0-2. Chase back to the mound. Maton looks at Soler. Toss to first. And the runners will stay put. Well done by Maton. 2 away.
You can see why this guy has stuck around the big leagues as long as he has. He's in his 9th year. Just really good execution here. Does indeed throw that breaking ball down below the plate. Had to play on the runner at second base, but just making sure he gets it out.
And now Maton trying to get O'Hoppe and get out of it. Well, that time Logan O'Hoppe wouldn't chase. Ball 1, no strikes. 0-0. We're in the top of the 6th on what's turned out to be a chilly night here at Wrigley. The 1-0. Check swing and he went. David Rackley down there.
Back him up. The Angels have had 3 at-bats with the Cubs infield drawn in. They punched out twice and grounded back to the mound.
Mayton, a 1-1 on the outside corner. And that was not a strike. And the crowd getting into it. 1-2. Here it comes. And that one eats up Pregame into left field. Both runs are going to score, and the Angels have the lead.
Man, he was so close to getting out of that mess and just left a breaking ball up.
A single and 2 runs batted in, and that was roped at Alex.
Just doesn't have time to square up and get in front of that ball.
Yeah, I mean, that was hit good and hard as O'Hoppe stayed back on the curve, waited on it. And now Peraza. So the Angels strike first, lead it 2-0 here in the 6th.
Ben Brown has started to loosen in the Cubs pen.
Well, JD, it was the curveball that O'Hoppe got, and last year batters hit 136 against Mayton's curve.
Yeah, you can't second guess the pitch selection. He just didn't execute the pitch. Just left it up a little bit.
The inning began, he had Soler 0-2 and ended up walking him. Peraza fouls it off, stays alive.
Nothing going on in the Angels bullpen, so Soriano will be back out there for the 6th, and why not? He's been outstanding.
It's held the Cubs scoreless on 2 hits.
So with his opening day assignment, now they're going to challenge this one. Amaya is looked inside.
The catcher is challenging the call of ball. Call is confirmed.
ABS is powered by T-Mobile. And 0.8 of an inch.
Three-two. And Mayton walks him.
He's going to go out and buy a little time for Ben Brown.
And Craig Counsell out of the dugout. Pitching change here at Wrigley. Brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats, because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. We added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Not every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Celebrate 150 years of Chicago Cubs baseball from 1876 to today. Help us honor the legends. Cast your vote for the Cubs' 150th anniversary team. Presented by Motorola Razr at Cubs.com/150. And don't forget Hippo Vaughn. Here comes Ben Brown. Last saw him on opening day.
First offering in for a strike. He went with a sinker.
A bunch of sinkers in that outing the other day. I guess that's it's going to be the new
pitch
plan.
for him.
Yeah.
Pitch to Neto. Bounce towards third, but foul. 0-2 now with 2 outs and 2 aboard, and the Angels have jumped out to a 2-0 lead. And now time called. Vespuccioni saying you got to engage, you got to look at him. Neto back in. Brown to the plate. Struck him out. Inning over, but the Angels score twice. Will go to the bottom of the 6th. And the Cubs trail it 2-0.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Young, strong, and courageous, that's how I made it.
Jose Soriano has been a handful here. His first start of the year was opening day against the Astros. He went 6 innings and allowed 1 hit. Tonight, rolling along 5 innings, a couple hits allowed. A brilliant play on PCA, a key moment in this game on that would-be bunt base hit. There are the numbers. 81 pitches, 5 innings, a couple of hits. He's struck out 4 and walked a pair.
Top of the order, the Cubs trail it by 2. Bush, Bregman, and Happ.
Here we go, third time around.
In the air to center field. Trout back and makes the catch. Trout able to track that down, and now it's Bregman with 1 out. Alex has popped out and grounded into a double play. Yeah, there's a strike. Bregman, when he grounded into that double play in the third, hit it hard. But Neto was able to handle it.
And he's actually hit into some tough luck here in the early goings. Made a lot of hard contact. He's lined out to left field a couple times already. Balls that looked like they were going to be extra base hits.
Two. Cubs have only hit 4 balls hard here tonight. Drilled to right, but Adele is there.
Folks, when the Cubs walk it off at Wrigley Field this season, you can score a trip to Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Scan the QR code on the screen now to enter the Circa Sports Walk-Off to Vegas sweepstakes for your chance to win. Hey, maybe the Cubs will walk one off here tonight. You never know.
I'm in on that. 2 down, bases cleared. It's Ian Happ. Soriano has walked him twice. Angels 2 runs, 4 hits, and an error. Cubs 0-2-0. On the ground, gobbled up Peraza over to first, and Soriano gets a 1-2-3-6 shutout for the righty, and the Angels have a 2-0 lead.
We're here. The place we run to every spring, where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs, and heroes, we're exactly where we're meant to be.
No place like home.
Baseball is something else.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight.
The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
It's showtime. It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
50 raffle tickets starting at 10 a.m. through the end of the game at Cubs.com/raffle or from a raffle ambassador at Wrigley Field for the 8th inning. Right there, dressed in yellow, bundled up in yellow, but get those raffle tickets. So Trout up here. Cubs issuing a rare intentional walk. Last year, the Cubs used the intentional walk 9 times. I think it was 3 teams that used it, fewer than that.
Yeah, you just don't see it that often anymore.
Two balls and a strike. The pitch to Trout. And in his hands, that one got Guccione, and both Amaya and Trout checking on the home plate umpire.
Good lively heater here, moving in on Trout's hands. Guccione takes it right off the point of that right shoulder. It's tougher than a $2 steak. Not going to knock him out.
Two and two. And the pitch.
Hey, we got a Brown Trout matchup.
Two. And Trout lays off.
It's frustrating. That's the pitch you wanted to make, that chase fastball up above the hands. Ooh. Man, talk about challenging him. That I would do that again.
3-2 payoff pitch, and that misses for ball 4.
Lock in your tickets to watch Cubs baseball from the all-inclusive, one-of-a-kind atmosphere of the Wrigley Rooftops. Secure your spot today at WrigleyRooftops.com. Leadoff walk in the 6th that got the 2-run rally started for the Angels.
We're in the 7th. Shotwell. Got a pitch in for a strike. Cubs walked 10 hitters in the first 4 games. Have walked 7 here tonight. Uncharacteristic, especially in a Jameson Taillon start. Angels lead 2-0. Logan O'Hoppe with a 2-run single with 2 outs in the 6th. That's the difference in the game. On the ground, charging Bregman. Throw to first. Good stretch by Bush. And Trout down to second.
Bregman had a long way to go to come and get this one, playing way off the line. Off balance throw, but on the money.
Nice play. One down man at second, and Soler 0 for 2. And there's that knuckle curve from Ben Brown in for a strike. just got the top edge of the zone. Good fastball right there.
And this is where they had Soler in the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes, and he managed to work a walk. Good life on that heater tonight for Ben. Now we're at 97. He's very proud of that fastball. Would that be the right phraseology? I mean, he's just pumping it right through the heart of the zone.
Oh, and 2. Soler waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So he started the at-bat with a get-over curveball, right? Top of the zone. Now this is the put-away. Hard yacker down in the dirt.
Here's Candelario now. 32-year-old who made his debut with the Cubs back in the 2016 season, and then came over from the Nats at the trade deadline in 2023. That one in the dirt. Amaya will go and retrieve it, but it'll be a wild pitch. Trout to third. It's not insignificant, just because if Men does that again, they could pick up an insurance run. That was a changeup.
Yeah. Changeup. That was kind of a point of emphasis for him last year, but it's not a pitch he's real comfortable with.
Swing and a miss and a heater, and it's 1-2. Trout at third, 2 away. We're into 7. 2-0 Angels, and the pitch struck him out. And it's time for the stretch, our 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
Tonight's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the voice of Wrigley Field, that's me, Jeremiah Paprocki. All right, Cubs fans, baseball season's underway. Let me hear you make some noise. That's what I'm talking about. It's March, it's cold, but we're having a great time. All right, Josh, you ready? All right, fans, let me hear you. On 1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs. Woo!
Guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics, because right now everything is 80% off, including shirts, tees, polos, and shorts, pants, joggers. Perfect for the gym, office, or golf. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
Pete Crow Armstrong swinging at the first pitch from Chase Silseth. And back to the pitcher, was able to corral that one. A 1-3. Soriano, his night is over after 6 shutout innings.
So it's 12 innings of shutout ball for Soriano this year, and just 3 hits allowed. Silseth, 10 big league appearances last year. He likes his slider. He'll throw a bunch of those.
Swing. Silseth, who's drafted out of the University of Arizona, so pitched at Southern Nevada and Tennessee. Line drive, and that'll find space in right field. Nico's aboard.
Breaking ball that backs up on Silseth, kind of moving in on Nico, and he just fights it off.
Swanson 0 for 2. He's reached on an error. Dansby with a man aboard and 1 out. Cubs down 2-0.
Cubs have had the leadoff man reach in each of the last, not the last 3 innings, but the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But they've only had 1 base runner advance into scoring position tonight. That was Ian getting to second on the PCA bunt back in the 4th.
Silseth. Hoerner dances back in. One, and that's a strike. Not a strike above the zone. And now time called. O'Hoppe will go out to talk to the right-hander Silseth.
Drew Pomerantz is warming in the Angels bullpen.
There he is.
Big Smooth.
I feel like you're really big on the nicknames here in the early going here in the 2026 campaign.
It's a goal of mine.
Swing and a miss. Silseth able to get Swanson, and with 2 away downstairs and T-Mac.
Booguy can confirm it's getting colder and colder, and guys doing everything they can to warm themselves up in between at bats. Look at Ballesteros warming up his helmet. Then he put that thing on, and then PCA right before his at bat to lead off this half inning, warming up his gloves.
Oof.
It's chilly.
Indeed. Ballesteros takes downstairs, and ball 1 to Moises, who is 1 for 2. And Silseth pumps one in there at 96. Downstairs.
Well, if Nico's thinking about running this, might be a good count to try it on. He's not measured a real big lead over there yet. Silseth looks like he's pretty quick to the plate.
Good eye, 3-1. Shaw in the on-deck circle. Cubs trail it by a couple. 2 outs here in the 7th. And ball 4, and now 2 aboard.
For the second time tonight now, the Cubs with a man in scoring position. Tying run aboard. Kingery's going to run for Ballesteros here.
So there he is making his debut on the bases. Scotty Jetpacks.
Now who's throwing around nicknames?
Well, I mean, just saying.
Matt Shaw hit a gapper and watch Scotty Jetpacks run.
2 aboard, 2 out. And Shaw lifts it to right, shallow. And charging in and making a catch is Adele. Cubs leave a couple. We'll head to the 8th. 2-0.
My paycheck was just deposited into my Greenlight account.
Greenlight is so convenient. You know, we had to use a vacuum tube.
Where is it going?
Bring your family into the financial future.
At Allegiance, we do it differently. Flags 100% made in America by Americans with American materials.
We're proud to create jobs right here in South Carolina. It might not be the easiest way, but it's the right way.
We make American flags the way they should be made, where they should be made.
Join our pledge to keep the American flag truly American.
Visit showallegiance.com to get your high-quality American flag today. That's showallegiance.com.
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a download the app today.
Never run from what I'm faced with. Came out the basement, young, strong, and courageous. That's how I made it.
It's our game summary, and it's presented by Wintrust. Angels with a 2-0 lead. The season debut for Jameson Taillon goes 4 2/3. Meanwhile, Jose Soriano, 6 shutout innings, and the only offense, Logan O'Hoppe, a 2-run single in the 6th with 2 outs. And here we are. We head to the 8th. Ben Brown back to work. And he'll face Joe Adele.
Back-to-back strikeouts done the top of the 7th for Ben Brown. He just blew away Candelario with a couple of heaters. The last one at 97.
The 1-1. Man, this fastball's had some hair on it tonight, huh?
Real good carry, that four-seamer through the zone. And then the sinker's got real nice action as well.
Nobody on, nobody out. We're in the 8th. Cubs down 2-zip. JD, what is Adele's best song?
Rolling in the Deep, maybe. Hello.
Set fire to the rain.
Skyfall.
Someone Like You. Bounce to third. Bregman handles the chance.
How's that one go? Sing me a few bars.
Which one?
Someone Like You. I think I have it in my head. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Coop throws Rumor Has It.
Coop's up here in short sleeves.
Yeah, he is. Josh Lowe fouls one back and nothing in one. Cubs trail 2-0. They've been out hit 4-3. And the Angels have made the only error in this game. And that's in there, got him looking.
Man, this is crisp. Again, just challenging with a good heater. Outer third, down around the knees.
4 strikeouts for Ben Brown. And that bounced to third. A 1. Right through there for a strike, nothing in 2. Well, it rained off and on during the day. Early forecast said we might be in trouble tonight, but we really haven't had an issue in that regard. Just been chilly. Shaw comes on and makes the catch. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Angels 2, Cubs nothing.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 5-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we can have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
Taxes withheld, added benefits, just gotta pay myself. Nice. Hi. I'm you, with more gusto. You look so relaxed. Things have been great. My hair's growing back. Yeah. Team's taking a new flow. Team? It's just me. Nope. We hired our first employee. Correction. Team of 4. Correction. Team of 7. It's beautiful. Grow your business with gusto.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Check out the school night special for April and May games presented by Southwestern Airlines. That would be Southwest Airlines. Fans who purchase through this offer receive a ticket, a regular hot dog, a non-alcoholic beverage. Buy now at Cubs.com/school night special.
JD, was that a rally misread?
It's exactly what that was. And that was so good I made it look unintentional.
Drew Pomeranz on here. Last year with the Cubs, they purchased his contract from the Mariners. He hadn't pitched in the majors since 2021. And boy, was he good last year. 57 appearances, a 2.17 ERA. And Pomeranz was a guy that was striking out 28% of the batters that he faced. Fun guy, likable.
He's had a real nice career.
Yep.
He's now 37 years of age.
Adam Frazier into the game at second base. Peraza moves to third. And Teodosio is in left. There's Peraza.
Pomeranz likes to work that fastball up in the zone and then counter it with that good sharp down breaking curve.
Yeah, it's basically two pitches. 2-1. Two balls, two strikes, time called here. Looking down the on deck circle, Carson Kelly has a bat. See, told you. Down and in, Pomeranz misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. See if the Cubs can get something going here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out, bottom 8. Popped up a mile high. Shot it well into foul ground and makes the catch as he called off Ohapi. So Carson Kelly will hit. Line drive into left field, base hit. Teodosio picks it up. Return at first. Kelly is on.
Carson Kelly on a cold night coming off the bench. First pitch he sees, the fastball drifting in. That's off the plate inside. And he just drops the head on it, smokes a line drive to left. That's most impressive.
So man aboard and a pitch to Bregman. And that's a ball challenged by Ohapi.
The catcher is challenging the call of ball.
ABS is powered by T-Mobile.
Call is confirmed. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
Call is confirmed. I was right. He was wrong. That's what I do. Outside corner. The 1-1.
Ooh. Good swing. Right on time. Just a little bit underneath. This is interesting. Pomerantz likes to work the top of the zone with that fastball, and Bregman loves to hit the high heater.
Outside, and now 2-2.
I would think he'd come back to a curveball here.
The pitch. Popped up Neto. And there's 2 down. Ian Happ will turn around and hit right-handed. A couple of walks and he's grounded out. So officially he is 0 for 1. Pomerantz. Ball 1 with a heater.
We've seen here in the early going from a lot of pitchers against Ian, there are a lot of changeups. But Pomerantz really doesn't throw a changeup. It's fastballs and curves.
Oh, the strike as the Cubs try and put something together here. Offense has been limited tonight on both sides. 2-0 Angels in the 8th. Happ climbs back in against his former teammate. Kelly at first, 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Happ is gone, and the Cubs are done in the bottom of the 8th. Angels lead it 2-0.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
Volunteer and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together.
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 It's showtime. It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats, because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. We added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Not every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Angels lead it 2-0. New first baseman, that guy, Carson Franklin Kelly. First career appearance at first base. Of course, originally drafted as a third baseman.
And Brown just pounded in the strike zone.
Yeah.
One of the old, look at that breakdown of balls and strikes. The old adage in baseball is when you're new to a position, the ball will find you. We'll see if Carson gets a chance to make a play here. That might just strike everybody out.
Oh, that's like a shiny new mitt. On the ground, Swanson. And Dansby lost his footing and may have lost his grip. It'll be an infield single for Peraza.
Yeah, this was going to be a really difficult play. Dansby's so good at popping up and making that throw. But Peraza's got really good speed. I don't think they were going to get him.
I'm with you. Yeah, he skidded a little bit. I think he made a good choice. First pitch in for a strike to Neto. Ben Brown continues to pour it over. Line drive caught at short by Swanson. That was roped.
Hooking line drive. Gonna hang with him for Neto.
There goes the runner. Throw down to second, tag, safe.
See the break by Peraza. As we mentioned, he's a plus runner. The throw's just a little bit high, and he's able to sneak in there ahead of the tag from Nico.
The 1-0. That clips the edge. Trout 0 for 2. Ben Brown has come on and looked sharp. Came on with 2 outs in the 6th. The 1-2. And a good pick.
Yeah, we focus so much on the leverage guys, right? The guys whose job it is to protect leads. But this is huge to come in and carry the freight the way he has, keep the Cubs in the game. It's like he has Velcro in that glove.
Mm-hmm. What is that, Velcro? Yeah, the other thing that it does is you can use the one guy to get multiple outs, and it saves some of your other dudes. Two and two. Swing and a miss. And Ben Brown gets Trout 2 away.
And just another strikeout for Ben Brown. Nasty curveball here to get Trout. Who's really feeling it here tonight is Ben. 9 strikeouts for the Cubs tonight to help AbbVie's Striking Out Cancer Initiative. AbbVie, people, passion, possibilities. That's $241 for every Cub strikeout at Wrigley this year.
Shotwell in this one 0 for 4. Jordan Romano will come in, it appears. Peraza out there at second, 2 away. We're in the 9th, 2-0 Angels. Brown to the plate. That's in for a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brown trying to keep the deficit right there at 2. Peraza's at second. Fly ball center field. PCA makes the catch. And he will lead things off as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Cubs as they trail it by a couple.
We're here. The place we run to every spring. Where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs, and heroes, we're exactly where we're meant to be.
No place like home.
Baseball is something else.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. By Prevagen, made for the brain. And by Wintrust, different approach, better results. Well, back here as we go bottom 9, and with a lefty due up in PCA, Kurt Suzuki sends Drew Pomerantz back out there.
A little malfunction or dead battery or something in the pitch comm.
No, I think he just said fell out of my hat. Is what I think he mouthed to the dugout.
One's a fastball, two's a curve.
I'm with you. I don't know when I turned into this person. I'm not like big rules guy, but I do believe like this is one of those spots. Nah, man. Yeah, he just said it again. It fell out of my hat. Yeah. That's a ball. In Boog rules.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? The pitch in for a strike as Pomerantz fires one across the inside edge. Pete in this one 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. Swing and a miss.
Cubs in jeopardy of being shut out here tonight. It only happened once all last season here at Wrigley Field. Jordan Romano has had plenty of time to get hot and ready. Likelihood will be in for the next batter.
0-2 now. Pomerantz. And that one bunted foul. And Pete is out. And now Kurt Suzuki out of the dugout.
People don't like that play, but he's such a good bunter. Third baseman's back. Doesn't have to be a great bunt, just needs to get it down fair. You look at the numbers, what he does, 0-2 count against a left-handed pitcher. Batting average for him against is probably really, not probably, it is really, low.
Yeah.
It's just one of those plays that looks bad, but I don't, at least for me, I don't think it's a bad play.
No, you just block it onto the grass in fair territory, and it's a hit. I'm with you. Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Did he do it?
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
volunteer, and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together.
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 Hey, welcome back, everybody. Beautiful shots from our Megalodon camera powered by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com.
What's that thing called?
Well, here comes Jordan Romano. Rough go of it with the Phils last year, an 8.23 ERA.
And fires in a strike to Nico Hoerner. 1 out. Romano, who was an all-star 2 years with the Blue Jays in 22 and 23. Check swing. Didn't go.
And he's pitching close to home with the Jays. He's from Ontario. Doing a lot of talking out there.
Liner to center. Trout is there.
There's a few really well struck balls by the Cubs here tonight.
And now it'll be left up to Dansby to keep the game going. Angels lead it 2-0. Jose Soriano the story in this one, and in the 6th with 2 outs. Logan O'Hoppe with a 2-run single. That's the only offense of the game. Swanson takes low, ball 1. Strike on the outside corner.
Don't forget your challenges.
Yeah.
I just think it's so hard. It's going to take a while for guys to get used to that it's available to them in these situations.
And how much different is it spring training to the regular season? It is way different.
You're just concentrating. You know what this guy throws, what he likes to do in certain counts. You're trying to see a pitch in a certain zone. And I mean, I think if the pitch is way off the plate, obviously that's an easy challenge. But all those borderline pitches, I just don't think it comes to mind.
But I think in spring training, you're trying to get used to it, and now you're really competing. Swanson takes his base, and the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Michael Conforto. So meeting on the mound, O'Hoppe comes out. Infielders gather briefly, and Romano goes for a little walk. Conforto, see the numbers that he put up last year. It was a tough year with the Dodgers. I think just 199, and then he was left off their playoff roster every round. So far, 0 for 5. This would be a great time for his first hit in a Cub uniform.
Sure would. He didn't even work a walk, anything, just keep the game alive.
Swanson takes off for second. Ball 1. One-0 to Michael. That's in for a strike. The 1-1. In for a strike now, 1-2.
Might not get a better one to hit than that one.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Angels take game 2. 2-0 the final.
Well, we said early on that in these conditions that a couple of runs might be all you needed, and that indeed proved to be the case. The Angels have one swing of the bat with a couple of guys on, and it's really outstanding pitching from their starter Soriano to claim game 2 of this series.
For Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor, and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for watching Chicago Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Your final, the Angels 2 and the Cubs 0. Tomorrow afternoon, it is the series finale. Boyd and Kikuchi, your scheduled starters. Coverage begins at 12:30. Up next, Cubs Post Game Live with Cole Wright, Cliff Floyd, and Elise Maneker. Cole, take it away.
Much boog. So the Cubs shut out in Game 5. Their first shutout of the season last year didn't come until Game 16, Elise.
Yeah, it's a tough one because they didn't have many opportunities.